Yo, what's up? Do just do this. Oh man, this is fun. Why is this just not working? Second shit.
Yeah. What's up? You're muted, man.
Better?
All right. Can you hear me?
Can you hear me? Can you hear me? All right. Yeah, I can hear you.
I got you loud and clear, man. How's it going?
All right. All right. How you doing?
Not too bad.
Awesome.
What you got going on with your hand?
Oh, folded my thumb backwards.
Oh.
Yeah, just like straight boop. Nothing broke. No bones broken. Just
Soft tissue.
yeah, soft tissue. Just got screwed up.
Oh boy, that's gonna take a long time to heal.
Yeah, I wish I would have just broke the damn thing.
Yeah. I was out on a date in high school and went to the bowling alley, and I didn't use that air, and my hand was a little sweaty, and I put it in the bowling ball there and threw it down the lane, and my middle finger got stuck in the bowling ball.
Oh dear lord. Yeah, that's a good one.
And ripped all the tendons. Woo. Yeah, I had something like that, but on my middle finger.
Oh boy. And yes,
Walking around.
Andy. What's up, Andy? Who we got? Daniel. Sorry, one sec. I don't do very well with this whole reading and all that stuff. What do we got? Who do we got here? We got Daniel. Living loud. What's up, guys? So yeah, that's definitely a fun one. So you got like the whole suction cup effect, and it just yank 16 pounds of forward motion right off the end of your hand.
Yeah, exactly. Right there on a date in high school. Yeah, that's more or less what happened. So the injury lasted longer than the potential girlfriend, if you know what I mean.
Freaking girls.
It was a rough one.
Yeah. So how's life been going for you, man? You know, you got some.
What's rolling? What's rolling with you, David? We're coming up on Halloween. You got any big plans for Halloween? Any audio plans for Halloween? I know I got a
No,
little in my sleeve.
no audio plans for Halloween. No, we're gonna do the regular old meet with the annual friends, do the Halloween party, do the trick or treating with the kids. We still got kids running around, and yeah, we dress up. Leah gets into it, so she's always got these grand plans of what we're wearing.
Really? You know,
Yep.
what's the best costume of all time for David Kozlik? Let's hear it. I mean, you might have one when you were a kid and one when you were an adult.
All right. Well, when I was a kid, I loved the camouflage and army man costume. And I'm talking about full-fledged, actual, like, miniature, like, fatigues, not the plastic drape with camouflage pattern on it with the G.I. Joe mask. I'm talking about, like, my mom got down with it, painted up my face, had the actual fatigues and army gear, and so that was a good one. And year to date, as far as one that was really pretty awesome, that was me and Leah. We did the
What's up?
I hear you. You can speak.
Yes.
We did the Phantom of the Opera. And
Matt, if you're watching, it's not a mullet. I actually have hair. And it would have been 6 pounds of cat hair had I not brushed a bunch off before I did the video.
So, yep. Phantom of the Opera. That one was the one that was pretty awesome. That was a good one. That was a good. My wife was loving it because she got to get dressed all up as what is the girl's name? Bella or something like that. I can't remember, but yeah. And then I got to wear the pimped out freaking suit with the half a mask. I didn't really have to do anything except walk around. And then on top of that, I was going through the back surgery thing, so I got to use the cane. Kind of camouflage shit a little bit, but
right.
So.
How you been, Fuego?
RGA's in the house. What's up?
Yeah.
Not much. Just got back from the store. Had to get some aluminum foil. Gotta stock up on tinfoil, so I can make my hats. Keep all those weird psychic waves out of my head from all the ne'er-do-wells and such.
It looks like nobody's sitting back here waiting. Let me click on nobody.
About time you put me in, coach.
You ready to play? You ready to play? Okay.
All right. I have to do it now, Kozlik. You done fucked me up. Oh, shit.
Fuck Joe Biden. Oh, that's not what we were singing?
Shut up.
We weren't singing The Burden?
Fuego, you got any questions about my stupid
Fuego,
flex?
No. Fuego. Okay. I think I blew my amp up. I was banging really hard the other day. The sub started popping and making a tone noise. Then they just stopped. So I unplugged the remote wire. Shut the truck off after about 10 minutes. Started it back up. Plugged it back in. Worked just fine for about 20 minutes. And then it really made a really funky noise. It wouldn't stop.
Ooh, I was wondering how that was.
But I also had a cloud of smoke come out from underneath the dash. I don't know if it came from underneath the seats and came around from the air pressure from the subs moving, or I don't know where it came from. All of a sudden, my truck was just filled with smoke.
Ooh. That's usually the response. Oops.
If I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it right.
I'd say turn it back on, see if it engages, turn volume all the fucking way up, and let's find the point of the problem.
Go full in, right?
It might be hard to tell, but if you look right up there, that's a fire extinguisher that I keep.
No.
If you look at it, yeah.
No, you just drive faster, and the wind will put the flames out.
There you go.
Just hit the gas. Hit the gas.
Hey,
Uh,
I had a friend of mine had an F-150, and this girl I was dating, she had a Ford Tempo. The transmission went out, so she pulled me back to the house. About, I don't know, it was like 10 miles. We got about 2.5 miles, and all of a sudden she goes, "Hey!" She pulls over and she sticks her head out the window and goes, you got flames shooting out the tire. I said, "Just drive faster. It'll fucking the window put it out." When I got home, the brakes and the rotors were glowing red, and the hubcaps were melted.
Jesus.
Fun times.
At least you had brakes left to glow. RGA didn't even have that for Dr. Evil.
No. I had to replace both calipers, the rotors, the brakes, everything.
It started pouring. Fan will be okay though.
just say, hey, no,
was
that's
trying
a
to fit
custom
Jeep.
feature. I got that flamethrower feature on my shit. Custom F-150. The deluxe
Yeah.
badge.
Found on Road Dead.
Fix and repair daily.
You know, I'm not going to mock anybody's means of transportation, but I just can't.
Hey, you know what GMC stands for, right?
Oh, I'm sure you got
Gay
one.
Man Chevy.
That's what I drive.
That's why I said it.
Somehow I thought he was going to link that back to a trench coat.
Oh.
Perfect segue into our next topic.
Ask Koslick. I posted a meme, literally a meme of Rice Street Susie.
I saw it too. I vouch for that. Which I had
They
to
make
respond.
memes about this little midget. They make memes about her, dude. It's ridiculous.
That's so
Wow.
crazy.
That's why I answered back with the trench coat gif or whatever the fuck. you
Yeah,
call
I
it.
know. His comment was a trench coat.
Yeah.
Good times.
So,
You don't say, huh?
how you been, Mr. Fuego?
Doing good. Doing good. Fixing to do a little Halloween audio setup here. So moved in. So I got a perfect plan moved into the new neighborhood. Don't know any of the neighbors all that well. Figuring I don't want, I don't mind some trick or treaters, but I don't want this thing to be like my last neighborhood. The guy that lived like 4 or 5 doors down owned the local movie theater, and would give out these giant packs of candy from the movie theater, So
Yeah.
we get hundreds of people in the neighborhood, and it's like, I don't want that to happen. So I've got the perfect plan. I don't know if it's PC or not, but I'm going to run it by you. So I'm going to take the Hi-Fi boom box that I got. I'm going to put that thing on battery mode, play the spooky music, out front. And I found on Amazon, you can order up the old school candy cigarettes. I'm going to hand those out to all the kids.
Oh,
And
wow.
that way the parents, they'll never want to come back, right?
Right.
How's that sound for a plan?
Oh man, you know what's fucked up is that would probably off-put like 90% of the people who go trick or treating in that neighborhood. When I used to buy them fucking things.
Yeah, I did too.
Me too.
Yeah.
That is so bad that I'm laughing at that. Like that's probably a great deterrent because
They were
it's kid
horrible and
friendly.
tasted like chalk, but for some reason I couldn't resist the damn things.
It was either that or popcorn balls, and I thought that popcorn balls might be pushing it too far. So I'll go with the
Popcorn balls.
Popcorn balls with chunks of aluminum foil rolled up in them.
Hey! That's not right.
Oh,
Why are you giving your balls to random people?
Oh,
Anybody who's a taker must be a giver.
fair enough.
Oh,
That's the plan.
If you deny my popcorn balls, then I can't look forward a lot from you.
Don't cancel me for my popcorn balls. I'm sensitive. I might break. I
Just make
spent
sure-
a whole 3 minutes in the grocery store shopping for those things. It means a lot to me.
Just make sure that candy coating has the blue dye in it. So make sure you're handing out some really big blue balls.
Oh,
you
no, no,
guys
no,
are
no, no.
I gotta go break the
Oh,
news to
no,
the
no,
kids.
no, no, no.
We're not trick or treating in Seattle this year, or no, or where is it, Washington. Fuego's handing out blue balls, popcorn blue balls. Oh man,
Hey,
Gotta be careful
hey,
with
at,
some
le-
some people might enjoy it just a little too much.
I don't know. He's
hey,
gonna have
at,
one
le-
repeat
at,
offender.
at least they'll be tasty.
He's
At least
gonna
they'll be
have one
tasty.
repeat dude that just keeps showing up. No, I've
Smurf
never been
balls
here
with
before.
what is it? Mumps. Smurf balls with mumps. Kind of goes along with Halloween, I suppose.
You got them mumpy Smurf balls.
Only on wasted information.
That's what happens when you don't. That's
No,
what
no,
happens
no, no, no,
when you
no, no.
don't
Today,
change your
today
oof.
it's wasted Dave.
Yeah, it's wasted.
Today it's
Dave
wasted
today.
Dave.
Oh, I see it.
All the information didn't show up today.
I didn't get the memo.
Information is doing homework right now. It's just fucking Dave. Just wasted.
It's just the other Dave.
It's just the other Dave.
Yeah, I had to go with Dr. Evil since I pissed so many people off today.
Dude,
I've been doing that lately.
hilarious. That shit's hilarious.
I wonder.
I like that the comments are getting out there. I do like that. Wow. You trying to put me into an epileptic seizure?
No, I'm trying to turn down the background noise, but it ain't working.
Good Lord. So what's up, guys? How's life?
Bullshit, but glad you asked.
Hey,
It's like
David,
you just gotta know.
you made it back from Denver. What was Denver like? Never been there.
Yeah,
Oh, Denver's good.
yeah, Andy.
Denver's beautiful.
Andy, yeah,
country, beautiful views. Oh, what happened? Where's Andy?
Yeah. I don't have I don't have a cap in my truck. Would that be a problem?
Wow, look at that! I love it.
how is life? Life is complicated because people make
Life
it
is
better.
great.
You see that comment?
I can't see none of the comments. I'm about to pull you guys up on the PC so that I can read the comments.
Oh man.
I hope you find that happiness and
laughing, damn it.
peace. We regarded you as a part of the Discord until you changed, and so did your priorities. A pussy
Hang on,
with a
I'm sorry.
pussy I see. Ouch. Damn. 25.
I know.
Kind of harsh, buddy.
That's so mean. But I mean, honestly, if I could be a vagina with a vagina, I would be fucking topping the charts.
I'd be a professional diddler.
I would be. Seriously, I'd be double kicking. I'd just be walking around touching myself. Like,
What's going on, guys?
jerking off's pretty aggressive in public, man. I feel like women got it made. Like you could
Shit,
be
he didn't cut a hole in his pocket. He removed the pocket.
Oh yeah, both pockets.
Oh, I get this comment. It must be blocked.
Both pockets.
What?
I'm not
Yeah,
sure I
I
understand.
must be
that.
blocked.
You can't be
Figure.
catching my fucking cat, dude. You're fucking in it. Oh, maybe he blocked you on his comments.
Probably.
Yeah, he might have blocked you on his comments.
Probably. Not
You don't
surprised.
probably doesn't want an accidental screenshot with a rebuttal.
Huh? I'm
So
getting hit with pillows from off screen. Seriously. I'm like trying to piss people off and you're not helping me. Trying to piss people off and you're not helping. Yeah.
There we go. Just in case somebody needs an update, there's a link to the live stream. Feel free to join in and voice your opinion if you just so happen to have one.
What's an opinion?
Opinions are like assholes. Opinions
Hey.
are like assholes.
I got one.
I don't. I don't. Everybody seems to
Yeah.
think I have one, but I don't.
Well, maybe if I have two pussies, I just may have two assholes.
I told you, you fucked your stomach. I did too. Do you ever fucking listen to me?
Maybe that means I have multiple opinions.
Why can't people be more like you and just not fucking listen to me? Instead, they get their panties in a twist.
That happens when you stick your thumb in the wrong spot. Right?
Yeah. Yeah, the shocker's supposed to be like this, Costly. Not like- he hyperextended it.
Hey, man, I like different positions. But
Oh.
I'm still trying to do what I got to do.
I'm not
Nobody.
Son of a bitch.
Oh, he's moving again.
Fuck.
He's moving.
Fuck the shocker. I'm gonna give her to the spocker.
Uh-oh.
This is all I can come up with.
There's gonna be a hell of a surprise.
God damn it. Can you stop it?
Yeah, Dave. Wasted Dave, you might struggle right now with that hand.
No, I just treat it like you're an experienced. I mean, I'm 45 years old. I'm probably with an experienced woman. I'll just bam.
Oh God, no.
Double action.
Oh no. Oh no. I can't unsee that.
I'm glad I didn't see it. I was too busy dodging pillows.
And this right here, that'll just
Oh,
chafe the ass crack, you know. But, hey.
Oh man. That's the bonus part.
But see, I'm a loving and caring individual. I will not send you out the door without a pack of Neosporin.
Now, David, has the doctor?
And if we had a
recommended-
really good night, I'll even send you home with some gauze.
You got any physical therapy that the doctors recommended for that thumb?
They always
You know, maybe-
recommend it, and I look at it like a money grab, so I just go home and move my finger like I should normally be able to. And if my limited motion happens to occur in the next year or two, I'll learn how to work around that. Really, all I got to do is be able to grab a hammer and twist a bolt onto a threaded nut or a screw. So, and I learned that like this, you know, the mechanic way. Like, I don't even need my thumb to put nuts on shit. I'll just be like,
Yep. Fingertip it.
yeah, fingertip that motherfucker. You just feel it, rock it around, boop, 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 get them threads right.
Or you can only get one finger in there and you're just kind of spinning it.
It's broken now.
Seriously,
rock
man.
it off the top as long as it
I
doesn't
can get my
go
finger in there.
into
I got it.
Good. But no, yeah, I passed on any physical therapy and all that crap. I just, hey, as long as it's not totally shot, then it's just a healing thing. Nothing broken. Got X-rays. So it's just really at that point in time, common sense, knowing your body, feeling shit out, paying attention to when that shit is like a stabbing pain up your elbow, and like, I probably shouldn't do that again. So
Did they finally give you a referral to a psychiatrist?
no, I didn't get one of those yet.
Oh,
Actually,
man.
no, I've got plenty of them, but for some reason, I just keep deleting the emails. I think I
What
sent
is
them all to
this?
spam. I just send them all to spam. Bulk delete, bulk delete, bulk delete. Once
Y'all
in a-
got strong stomachs?
huh?
You got a strong stomach?
Oh boy, what do you got?
That's cool.
That's my thumb getting reattached. I was supposed to have
Why
physical
is
therapy and sorry, Fuego. I was supposed to have permanent nerve damage through here and through here. I was supposed
is
to have
Fuego
physical
puking?
therapy.
Oh,
I was supposed to have physical therapy, and I was never supposed to be able to use this thumb again. That spot in the forearm, I'm trying to get
What the fuck, dude?
off me. And they let me record it.
Oh my god.
Yeah. When I was telling you I had my thumb reattached, I wasn't kidding. When I tell people I recorded it, I also wasn't kidding. I'm sitting there. There's actually a commentary that goes along with the video, but you wouldn't be able to hear it if I played it. I'm sitting there actually commentating as she's working on this thumb. But they told me I was never supposed to be able to use it again. And my son had a stroke a week after I cut it off. So the only appointment I made after I got my thumb put back on was to get the stitches removed. After that, getting it to work again was all me.
oh yeah.
That
I'd
was
never
fun
go
time.
back to get my stitches taken out, but man, I tell you what, I might have an issue with trying to
Yeah.
pull stitches.
I just take them all myself.
That much work. Oh, you
Why?
give
You
me
just
like,
take a tweezer?
You, give me like
just take,
5 or
you
6,
take a tweezers
maybe
and just
8.
clip it.
Oh no, I don't have any problem pulling stitches, but man, if you had to go like work on that much,
No, I had.
especially if it's my dominant hand, like luckily I've always had to pull stitches out of the other side of my body, and I've always had this hand, so I'm good to go. But,
I'm right-handed. Trying to pull
so
my own stitches.
You're ambidextrous? I am. When I had pins put in my thumb, I had to learn everything left-handed.
I can't write with my left hand, but I can do a lot of like fine motor stuff because of the time I had with my right hand all fucked up. But I wouldn't consider it ambidextrous.
no, I am definitely not ambidextrous. I could sign my name better with this crap on my hand than with my left hand. Literally, my left hand is like, it is a dummy club. Literally, it's just there to get hit with a hammer and hold shit in place, and that's about it. My right hand is where all the magic is.
I'm going to jump off and eat. I might come back.
Thanks for
I'll let you
joining
guys
me,
know.
man. Eat
Later,
up.
brother.
All right. Like I said, I might be back. Later, guys.
Later, man. Have a good night.
Sorry if that was a bit too graphic for people. But
didn't
usually I
even-
mean what I say.
I didn't even think to ask. I was like, oh, no, I'm good. Go ahead. Let's see it. And then all of a sudden, I was like, okay,
Yeah.
so Hal might have an issue with it. Fuego might have an issue with it. Hey, what do you guys think about this?
Hey, brother Chief Smartass.
Was
Not much.
Hey.
Today's a good day. Appearing
Yeah,
as a
I
guest
did.
on live stream, getting to see some old familiar friendly faces, pissed a few off, hopefully made some people think. You know, the usual.
yeah.
Oh, I'm sure there's some thinking going on, whether they want to admit it or not. There's definitely some thinking going on, and that's really all that matters. Inside a little bit of thought, and if you did that, then somebody did something right that day.
Bingo.
Especially,
I'm
you know,
fucking
there's thought
relaxing
involved
today.
in it. You know, there's thought involved in it when the insults start flying. That's
Yeah.
that right there. To me, you could be silent and thinking your ass off. I might not know what the fuck you're thinking. Boy, you start talking shit about a motherfucker going ahead, bro. I know I got you thinking. Eat up.
I like the
I'm
comment.
gonna be rubbing on my two pussies over here.
I like the comment Matt left on my thing about the mullet. I thought that was pretty good. Like, I'm not doing bad for my age, so I rock a mullet. Shit.
Oh yeah, you literally are made out of full-fledged mullet material. All you need is a pair of clippers, and you are good to go.
I'm going for Cousin It.
I wouldn't cut it off. You know, fuck the mullet. You know,
I want to do. Yeah, I'm trying to turn into Cousin It. Like, I've got the right hair tone. If I let it keep growing, and then maybe people will take a fucking joke because I can just run around going me 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 me, and still piss everybody off.
Oh, I was gonna say, if you did that, they wouldn't even get it, and they'd be like, "This worthless
Right.
motherfucker! Who hired this
Uh,
fucking retard?"
Well,
wrong?
or worse, I'd offend some margin or self-appointed marginalized group for no particular fucking reason that was completely disassociated, and the next thing you know, I'd be hung from a bridge somewhere or something.
No, these days, more than likely, there would be a plethora of people running up, grabbing your hand, saying, "It's okay, sister. I am with you. I am with you. I am with you." Because that's what they'd see.
Pretty much.
They would.
You
They'd just be
know-
like, long hair, it's a dude. Oh, he's transitioning. No, motherfucker, no.
You guys,
No, fuck
you
that
guys
shit.
you guys are talking like this, and you don't even live in Seattle or Portland, where this stuff is real.
Oh,
I can
it's
imagine.
Real. It's real as fuck. I live in Grand Rapids, Michigan, dude. This shit is real as fuck.
Oh
It's
man,
real
Yeah.
it's
there,
fucking
too.
real as
It
fuck
might not
everywhere
be-
nowadays. Shit.
It might not be as real as anywhere else. And honestly, I don't even care. That's the beauty of it. Like, I'm the mentality, I don't care. I just don't like it shoved down my fucking throat. Live your fucking life, bro. Do what you want to do. Sister, I don't care what you do. Just don't shove it down my fucking throat. I don't need to live your life for you so you can feel fucking
I don't
Affirmed.
like when people
I
try to
just don't.
self-justify. Like anytime someone approaches me and pretends like they're marginalized, I immediately lose respect for that person because you're automatically making an assumption that I'm something I'm not. Instead of being able to take a person at face value and respect them for who they are, they paint the label on themselves. I think labels are fucking stupid.
They are. I just
They're-
love it. Hey, if you're a good fucking person, that's all that I care.
That's kind of
If
my
you're a good
mentality.
person and you fucking recognize other people's space and you fucking keep in your own space and you communicate with each other on a good level, I don't give a fuck what you choose to do with your life. Man, it's your
Exactly.
fucking life. I ain't living your life for you. You live your life for you. I'm over here doing me. And if we manage to interact, if we interact on a good common level, that's all that matters. You want to
Well,
be
it's like what
violent? Let's be
well, it's
violent.
like what
You
you were
want to
talking
be
about
fucking
earlier.
all lovey and carry, motherfucker? Come over here. I'll give your ass a hug, motherfucker. Here. Kiss on the cheek. I don't care.
Well, it's like I was talking about earlier, groupthink, man. If more people would look up groupthink, it's not that groups are bad. It's the kind of mentality you get tricked into through association after a while. And if you turn a blind eye to it, you really get suckered in. And I only speak on it because I've experienced it. You know, you start to realize your perceptions change. If you surround yourself with hate, you become hate. If you surround
Yeah.
yourself with love, you become love. If you surround yourself with smart, that's why I always say if you find yourself the smartest motherfucker in the room, it's probably time to move room. Because otherwise you're not challenging yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
And I don't know why that's such a taboo thing to say in public.
Because
When
we have
did
to
that
follow a
happen?
fucking status quo, and only the status quo that's been handed to us, and that's the direction people are going these days. You gotta follow this thing. In literally, you said it, man. Or what are you, a fucking wolf or a sheep, man? I ain't no fucking sheep. I'm not. And if anything, you want to look at me like a sheep, then go on ahead and slaughter me. But you're gonna have to do that. You're not gonna just fucking make me believe that I'm a sheep and I'm gonna run around going bah. I'm not gonna. I'm just not gonna. So it's not. It's not like. Oh, that was a good one. Damn, I've heard that noise before. That was pretty good. They sound like a bunch of screaming ass kids in the morning. I tell you, I've had a couple goats before, and holy fuck,
One of
goat,
one of
sheep,
my
all the
favorite
fuck.
quotes of all time is I'd rather be hated for speaking my truth than loved for speaking everybody else's lie.
Exactly.
Boom.
You know, it's
That's-
part of,
Well,
I think part
Fuego?
of the problem. Society these days has just gotten bombarded with the sheep mentality.
Yeah.
Whether it's for mainstream media,
Well,
you know,
it's a
news
control
outlets,
factor.
whatever
It's a
it is.
control
I mean,
factor.
it's-
They gotta get
Situational
you into
divide.
a space. It's got to get you into a space. Look at all the fucking racism bullshit. Like, what was America like the third power to like abolish slavery? Like, they're trying to fucking feed that shit into your throat. Like we're all
They
racist
want
and shit like
any-
that. It's
any-
like no, we're not. We're bad shit happens. A bad
It's like Tom
mentality
McDonald
happens.
says, it's situational divide, man. The more they paint us into our cubicles, the more they stick you into a cubicle, the more you create your own psychological divides within yourself because you start to fit within your four walls. And what the powers that be and the pressures that be don't account for is the ability for things like this to spring up where there is personal accountability and we can freely communicate. But the hot button topics, like if you look at any of the fucking talking heads from Tucker Carlson or MSNBC or any of those people, they've obviously got an agenda. It's not just open source. Let's sit around and talk about this from both sides. It used to be when I was growing up, I remember watching the news and it used to be very unbiased. You know, you had like Walter Cronkite. They told the fucking stories and they got the fuck off the air and you were free to make.
We were shooting the shit about this. Like that's what they used to do. And they would
Right.
bring up this situation is evolving right now. We will get back to you when we know more. They'll bring the new news because it's happening currently. Something just happened. We're going to bring it to the attention. We're not going to act like we don't know it. But at the same time, we're not going to tell you details on shit until we find out what the details are. Now they create the story the moment something pops up.
Yeah, they create
by the time
narrative.
the actual details come around, everybody's already kind of like they're already split down their fucking lanes. They already took the fork in the road before the fork even hit them. Like it's crazy.
That's because part of the problem is, you know, and I agree. I grew up with Walter Cronkite. The news was the news. But now everybody thinks they have the news with social media. Oh, I got it off of Facebook or I heard it on Twitter or this.
Yeah,
and
nothing's
people are taking
verified.
Yes.
Nothing's verified.
It's not even verified. It's pre-spun. Like if you look at something, like I was telling you earlier, Dave.
Mostly it's all suggestive. It's all already pre-programmed into what
we're trapped.
we want the story to go.
The conversations you have when you're not on your phone, your shit's listening. Like I was telling you, I started that job and I started getting product ads for the place I work for. Like, motherfucker, I ain't buying that shit. Like, and that's when I turned around and I fucking disabled that microphone and I wasn't sure I was going to be able to do this. Because like you, I never stopped thinking, you know? And it's like, no wonder it's so easy to program people. That's why I was like, man, I wish I could go back to a landline phone. I really do. I wish I didn't.
Call me, motherfucker. Call me.
Yeah.
I will answer the phone. If I'm home, I'm going to answer the phone. Because I don't mind saying fuck off and hanging up. And I don't mind shooting the shit for a couple hours. You know that.
I'm trying to be careful about how I budget my time too. Because like,
know that.
yeah. Well, like all the time we spend on streams and stuff, like I was talking to Koslik earlier, a lot of the reason I know about is because there's been times I've wanted to like go for a ride middle of a beautiful night this summer. And I don't because I'm sitting there watching a stream and, you know, I'm not going to point fingers at anybody, you know, just the subject matter is not something I'm particularly interested in or, you know, need to watch. But I put off the bike ride because, you know, I'm there talking to you fellas or just reading or just sitting here. And I started thinking about my time and how, you know, everybody I've ever known that lived out their life was like, I had all these regrets. You know, you get one life, you get one time clock, one punch card. And when it's up, it's up. So try to live like you don't want to have any regrets. And that's what I've been trying to do. I've been trying to make, well, you guys know I started a new job. Not because I wanted to, because I'm trying to make moves. I'm trying to do different things. I'm trying to be successful on my own terms. Not necessarily monetarily, but, you know, on the whole, which I think is a noble goal for any of us. How many people stay in dead-end jobs? I pissed a bunch of people off the other day because they were standing around bitching about how much they hated being there. And I'm like, so what the fuck are you doing here then? Was that hard? You fucking hate it that bad, leave.
Exactly. I've done it before.
Especially,
it's not hard.
Especially now.
I've
There's
had
a lot of jobs out
I'm
there.
done.
That's
I got my car. I got my keys. Goodbye.
I'm guilty of that myself. Everything I talk about, I'm guilty of at least dipping a toe into or completely fucking up at some point or another. And like, I wonder if our forefathers felt like this about our generation that we do the current generation or worse. Things are happening at a much faster pace for our generation versus the newer one than our forefathers did. I respect my elders. I love the shit out of what they tell me. You know, folks that lived through like the Great Depression and stuff actually saw trial and tribulation and didn't have all the crutches and bells and whistles of modern society and ease of use. Like, can you imagine what it would be like? People are talking about we're in a depression now that we haven't seen since. Bullshit. Them motherfuckers were eating bugs. There was a dust bowl. Whole bunch of bad fucking shit happened. Like, did humanity forget that? You know, my grandma knew how to can anything.
They're writing
What?
history out of a lot of things, though. Like history
Well,
is not
That's
history.
the issue.
They don't
Well,
even
that's
preach
part of the
shit.
problem.
They don't even share the history. Like if you don't know what it could have been, or what it not even what it could have been, what it was. If you don't know what it was, you don't know where the fuck you're at. That's it.
That comes back to group.
You might know where the fuck you're standing. You might know, oh, this is what I want. But if you don't know how a motherfucker lived and how shit progressed and how we came to be where we're at right now today, I'm not saying it's a glorious history. I'm not saying there's
No,
a
it's
whole
not.
lot of
It's
pride involved in it. You're talking about the destruction of a complete fucking society and humanity in
Yeah.
order to be where we're at today. The most I could say is don't be that same fucked up individual and don't have that same fucked up mindset.
Yeah, you're
Have a
supposed
growth-
to learn from the
Have a
mistakes of
growth
the people
mindset.
that came before.
You know what we could have been if we didn't have that conquer mentality as people coming to the U.S. or coming to America. I'll say that coming to the Americas, to not have that destructive I will take mentality, or oh shit's not going so smooth, we're just gonna fuck it all up. Like especially when you're a technical civilization with advanced shit at the time compared to Native Americans who lived that beautiful basic fucking life of necessity, not just
Conquer,
destroying
kill,
garbage.
destroy, procreate, consume, obey.
And I'm not
That's-
saying
that's what
and
we
I'm
do.
not saying that I'm so stupid. I don't know that there were factions of Native American culture that still had that very deceitful kill, go in and maim, destroy, take their children and their fucking girls and kill all the men type of mentality. I know that shit existed. But at the same time, we didn't have to come in here and just totally destroy it. It was just,
humans in general are
That's-
violent. To
that's
say,
what we are. That's what we
Yeah.
are. We're
Yeah,
like the worst fucking fungus on this fucking planet. Like we will grow anywhere, we will take anything, and we will fucking consume it until it's no longer there, and then bye.
yeah,
Yeah.
See ya. Fucking ravish that motherfucker, consume what we can, and chuck the fucking deuce as the last 2 or 3 people who are surviving move on to the next fucking plot.
that goes back to a theory I once heard. Since most of human history is a complete fucking blank, and popular academia is not smart enough to acknowledge the fact of places like Göbekli Tepe and the Permian extinction at the end of the Younger Dryas period, when a giant comet probably smashed Earth and destroyed a lot of the ancient civilizations. We still don't know how the fuck they built the shit. Like I was talking to, it was actually my dad. My dad was just joking around, and he said, you know, wouldn't it be some shit if we dug down far enough and found out the reason Mars is a rusty fucking shit is because our sun was a little hotter back then. We lived there. We fucked it up. We moved here. We lost all of our technology. Then we fucked this place up, and now we're going back. I went,
seriously, man. All it
That's
takes, man,
a
you talk about a couple thousand years worth of fucking windstorms, you can annihilate a lot of history and a lot of remnant bullshit that we left behind. And all's left behind is that
look at
That
look at Chernobyl. We don't build shit nearly as good as the ancients. The Romans knew how to build fucking roads because they're still there. They knew how to build buildings because they're still fucking there. The pyramids still fucking there. If you look at Chernobyl, all that shit's halfway fucking gone already, and it's only been since 1986.
Look at the fucking Mayan Empire. It's still standing.
Yes, dear.
yeah, there's shit out, man. There's shit all over this planet that these motherfuckers are sitting here. Like you watch that Ancient Aliens shit.
Oh God, that guy's hilarious. I've been watching this.
I'll be getting into that shit, and I'm like, man, and it's not like I sit there like the word is gospel. I just look at it as it's a point of view. I take everything
it
as
is.
just a point of view.
We don't fucking know. That's the most hilarious thing is when I see people that are closed-minded going, yeah, it's 100% got to be this way. Let me tell you something. And it's
You
like,
don't know shit.
yeah, who wrote the fucking book on that?
When there's 1,000 possibilities about how something took place, how the
Mhm.
Did you
fuck
guys
can
see
you
those-
point your finger to the ground and say this is what the fuck it was right here? This is what happened. Let me tell you. Listen
What's
to
up,
my
Fuego?
words.
Did you guys see those dudes down in Brazil or Central America, previously uncontacted tribe, and they wanted to see if they were really there, and so some organization that tries to protect them flew a helicopter overhead.
That's
just to
North
see if they
Sentinel
were
Island.
actually there. And this dude gets out of a hut and takes a bow and arrow and tries to shoot the helicopter down.
That's North Sentinel Island. It's one of the only
was
places
like,
left on the
I,
planet.
I love that you
What do
said
you
that it was a part of a preservation society, and then they go flying fucking helicopters over the motherfuckers. Like, let me come in here and fuck with you. We're trying to preserve your fucking way of life. Let me get in here and fuck with your shit.
What do you think was going through that guy's head? You know, when he comes out from his hut with a bow and arrow and sees that flying through the air.
Think about Legends of Dragons. Who's to say we didn't have technology back in the day like we do now? Maybe not exactly, but that spawned the legend of like dragons and stuff. You
He
know,
was probably looking at
he
it
was
like,
probably like, that's
I
either a
shoot
really
that-
big fucking mosquito, kill it.
yeah.
It's a dragon. You know, who the hell knows?
He was probably like, if I take this fucking thing down, I will be a legend. They will speak about me for eons.
Wonder if I can eat it.
I will feed our community for the next 29,000 fucking years. Look at that big fucking bird. Look how fast it's flapping its wings. You can't even see him. Come here, fucking rooster. Barbacoa. Barbacoa. Twing.
Yeah, if you guys want to know where
The
Fuego's talking
Preservation
about, it's called
Society.
North Sentinel Island. And they've
Let's
killed
fly
a few
fucking
missionaries and
helicopter
shit. So
over. Oh yeah, they probably
Stay in your
got.
own lane, then, eh?
See, they're part of their own preservation society. They're like, oh yeah, come on in here, talk to us. I don't know what you're saying. Twing.
Yeah. Dinner.
I made this
all
out
the
of
people on the planet,
tarantula
they're
dust and
probably the
scorpions.
smartest. After that Indonesian tsunami, they did a satellite mapping to see if they were affected, and none of the inhabitants of the island were even bothered by it. So, like, you know, for a seemingly primitive people, they got to be fucking smart. Because, you know, that Indonesian tsunami was when that fucking Japan earthquake and shit happened. Like, they got to be smart. They survived on that island without our help for, I mean, hell, I don't think R would be help at all. We maybe need to take a lesson from them motherfuckers.
Seriously, I'll be right back in a sec.
See, free thought, man. This is stuff that you're not going to learn in school. That's
Oh,
the
hell
wealth. It's the beauty of having the wealth of the world's knowledge at your fingertips, but they're even starting to censor that. I saw an article recently, I can't remember where, but like the NIH and a few other organizations were starting to seed Google search results so that they popped up at the top of the list, and some of them were just straight cut off.
Yeah,
And you know the old rule: he who controls the information controls the world.
bingo.
Years ago, I thought that was limited to social media like Facebook and stuff like that. But the reality is it's everything.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, that's why when I did my rant video earlier, it wasn't to necessarily target anybody. I just wanted people to think, look around, you know, poke your head out the window, smell the roses every once in a while, because you get caught up in that damn group think. It doesn't matter necessarily what you label it as. You miss that shit. Like before you know it, you know, it's going to be like, we'll be batteries in the Matrix as a posited theory. I mean, there's no limits to the depravity of the human mind. I trust nothing at face value. I always have to ask now because I've been screwed so many times assuming that my character was matched in the outside world, and it's just flat not. And that's a hard thing to admit. You know, you want to see yourself and the best in people, but it just does not always fucking exist. But you can control your character, your own knowledge, My wife's over here pointing her. Seriously? I'm having a freaking like doctoral thesis on YouTube, and you're distracting me. Lord. See, that's reality right there. And you guys are my everything.
Wow, man, you're his everything.
Not that, you jackass.
I feel so loved at this very moment.
Context is key, man.
Hey, I was gonna change the name of this to the Dave and Dave Show. We weren't sure if Dave's ability to join in and communicate was going to be on par. So we just did the wasted Dave as far as who I am, and
It's like I told you earlier,
I
Cos.
feel like I
you know,
wish
the
I could just
thing-
change it right now, or at least I knew what I was doing, because then I just change it to the Dave and Dave Show. Two pussies talking about shit.
Dude, it doesn't matter what I call myself. Everybody knows who I am, whether they love me or hate me. That's what I was trying to tell you about that image thing.
Just a
And
couple,
why
a
it
couple
bothers-
vaginas talking about rectums.
Okay, left labia.
Staff.
You're quitting me, Costly. You're really quitting me, man.
Oh,
Fuck you, another one.
boom, boom, boom. Yeah.
Fuck.
I was gonna have some fun with it, and then I was like, "Oh man, we got a microphone possibility issue." But
That was
nah,
one of the reasons
it's still,
I like.
it's still fun to have you guys on here, man. Love it.
I used to get a kick out of Bob recognizing some of my weird names when I was on the 14.4 Discord.
I
was
loved it.
thinking-
I thought it was fucking great.
Yeah, I'm probably going to go back to doing that again because, contrary, I don't know if any of you closet haters are there. Contrary to what you might think, I don't take myself too damn seriously. My actions always speak louder than my words.
Bingo.
Can you hear me now?
I don't think there's too many fucking haters, honestly, dude.
No,
I think,
that in and of itself is a joke.
I think that there's just a
Oh, I know. I got
just a
haters.
what it is scenario. It's just a
A
what
deer-
it is.
Adair could be my hater. We're buddies. You know why? Because he's going to tell me the fucking truth.
Bingo. It's vice versa. I know you'll tell me the fucking truth. Not too many people have the balls to these days.
I'd rather be surrounded by 100 honest assholes than 1,000 fucking faceless nobodies that just suck up and kiss ass. Because you can't fucking
The
advance
Dave and
yourself
Not
or
Dave
anything
show.
you're fucking doing. Like we were talking about earlier, you know, the fucking king. The king surrounded by the yes men. His kingdom failed not because of him, but because he listened to everybody else. I don't want no part of it.
Nope, figure it out. Do something. Make shit happen.
Stop being a sheep and start being a fucking wolf.
Not even a wolf. Just think freely, for fuck's sake. What?
Can you come back in? Can you help pull chicken out of the oven so we can season it?
Yeah, I'll be in as soon as I'm done with this much smoke cigarette. Like, see, those are labels themselves. It's an easy comparison for our prehistoric minds to grasp. But you don't even necessarily have to be a wolf. Just don't be a sheep or a lemming. Be your fucking self.
Yeah.
True that.
Shit. Be a crow. Be a crow. Just think.
Fucking be
Just fucking sit
something.
back and fucking think. Process shit. Figure it out.
I think there's a lot of people out there these days that don't even think it's okay to think for themselves. They don't. Younger people.
Well, it's
You know,
almost
they
being
feel
it's
like
almost
if
being
they're-
preached. It's almost being
if they don't
preached.
follow,
Oh.
if they don't follow one thing or the other, they feel left out. They don't think there's another way to even. It's okay to think for yourself or come up with your own ideas. They feel like they need to fall in line, and it's.
I recently saw, you guys are probably familiar with the internet challenges, right? Well, I stumbled across one the other day, and they're calling it the boiling water challenge. And again, don't look unless you have a strong stomach. But this younger black kid, he comes on camera and he's all bandaged up. and he was asleep, and his friend decided to pour boiling fucking water on him because of this boiling water challenge, where you either dump it on yourself, dump it on your friend, or you drink it. This kid's probably permanently fucking scarred for life because of some shit he fucking heard on the internet for that fucking fake ass clout. Fame is horse shit. That's why I hate the Kardashians. They're famous for what? I mean,
Tits.
like,
I honestly
well,
don't even fucking know.
Nobody watches that shit for any intellectual input. They got tits and big asses, and that's it.
and
And
fat
it's fucking
mouth.
stupid because really, I mean, if you look at their, oh my god, if you look at their character, nobody in their right mind would listen to them ever.
No.
Have you
but
ever
that's
watched
the
one of
scary
those
thing.
episodes?
People are listening to them. Girls are looking up to them, and they're setting this precedent. Like, have you seen some of the plastic surgery shit going on? These motherfuckers don't even look human anymore because this is the new acceptable fucking norm that society puts forth. We need to stop putting these assholes on pedestals, knock them back down a fucking peg, and have a realistic expectation of what life is instead of this fucking literally rose-colored glass. Everything is fine. Be like Kim K. Be like Kanye. Be like all these fucking retards that ain't worth pissing on to put them out if they're on fire. You know what happened to the intelligent, the kind, the character kind of folks being listened to? When did we have that paradigm shift?
It's not cool. It's not cool.
Well,
That's
so
that's
uncool that they've been pushed back.
that's the process that brought us to where we're at today, though. Like, you can't discipline your kids. You can't do anything. You can't say anything. You literally have to follow a generic, broad, wide mindset. And if you don't fall into line with that, and really, it's kind of fucking funny because all you have to do is venture into this little realm, and all of a sudden, you either fit in or you don't fit in.
right.
And then all of a sudden, if you don't fit in, you're attacked, and they try to cancel you. No, motherfucker, cancel me, please.
You can't cancel somebody who don't give a fuck.
You can't
I'm
cancel
proof
me.
of that.
You can't cancel me because I guarantee you, I'm gonna keep saying what I gotta say, and I'm gonna keep talking exactly the way I talk right now today. I've been talking this way
If
for my
any
whole
kids
fucking
are
life.
watching, remember
I
that
wa-
you
I
can't be
was
canceled. You
trained.
don't value other people's opinions over your own.
I was trained
Number
to talk
one.
this way. And that's a fucked up thing too, because literally my communication skills really suck. I am rarely as empathetic as I should be. I'm rarely as affirmative as I should be. I
You
don't.
mean assertive?
It's not like I run around patting everybody on the back for all their accomplishments. When, although I know, just because of who you're dealing with, you know that some people just need to be affirmed. My wife is one of those. I don't do a good job at that. I just don't. I'm not the best at it. I'm not the. My appreciation for what she does is 1,000% there. Do I affirm it verbally very well? No, I don't. I'm
I suck at that too.
at that. It's like, well, you know, every time I come home from work, I'm not looking for you to pat me on the back and say, "Good day at work, Dave."
We're wired different. Like,
On to the next. Like, no, I appreciate this because, hey, thanks for what you put into dinner, babe. Thanks. And we're all smashing food, and that's just, sometimes it's not enough. Sometimes it's like, hey, man, some girls just need to hear that, babe, that was an absolutely amazing fucking meal. That was so fucking good, blah, blah, blah. And I'm not really good at that. I'm just
I'm
not
not
good
either.
at affirming. I'm not good at, there's so many ways that I fail as far as being a human being. I think as far as my mindset goes, I do so much for people without talking. I don't need to talk. Don't say thank you. I got your back, motherfucker. I did this because I love you. Peace out. I'm on my way fucking home. This took longer than I thought. Bye. I don't want a pat on my back. I don't want you. No, don't Venmo me shit. Thank you very much. You have a good night. Let me know how it goes. Hopefully it all works out. I don't look for all the affirmation and all the. I just know that when it boils down to certain people, and it's kind of the mindset these days where it's almost like that participation award shit, and that's the way I look at it. Like, y'all motherfuckers, y'all want a fucking a ribbon for doing nothing? Just because you jumped on the field, bitch, you came in last out of 96 people.
Yeah, where's the drive where's the drive if you get the prize without the work?
Yeah,
That's
like literally.
something else I've seen change.
Everyone else is running, trying to get first place. Well, you're just sitting back there walking and saying, I'm gonna get me a ribbon no matter what. And that's where it slows people's potential. Because
Mm-hmm.
the first 2 or
Well,
3
it's,
people,
it's like when I was doing HVAC and fucking McDonald's workers were getting paid more than me. Not that I validated the jobs any, but it's like here I am doing a skilled fucking trade, building shit. And these motherfuckers flipping burgers are potentially going to be making $3 more an hour than me and don't have the work schedule. But let's just say that's going to be, you know, area dependent. But like, yeah, that was one of those things. Like, how do you find value within yourself when everything right now, all the value's screwed up? It was like that explanation video I did for the people that matter, trying to find that value. Something's only worth what you decide the value is. So like one of the things I struggled with was how much of my fucking time, effort, blood, sweat, tears, and heartache I put into shit that didn't fucking matter, and how bitter and nasty that made me going through that process. And what was I doing to change it? It comes back full circle to, you know, those people that were complaining the other day. They're bitching and complaining, but they're still there. I did it too, but I stopped doing it. I finally woke myself up and said, man, if it's this fucking bad, I don't need to be there.
yeah.
And
And what's the difference? Did you spend a lot of time telling everybody around you this sucks, blah blah blah, or did you just come
no,
to the conclusion one day? It's like, I'm done.
I did a fair amount of bitching, not gonna lie, because that was part of my learning process. I had to come to terms with the fact that, you know, and my wife was a big help there, even though she was miserable because of it. She saw the misery in me that I didn't even recognize, which is something as humans I think we all need to work on. At what point do you realize you're that miserable that you want to make a change, or are you that miserable, and how do you recognize it? You know, because even in my situation, I was blind to it for a lot longer than I wish I would have been.
Well, I feel myself in the realm of routine.
Yeah.
It was something that I was used to. It's in comfort zone. Yeah, like you're comfortable going to that same shit.
God, I hate stepping out of my comfort zone. I
The
fucking
comfort
hate it.
zone always gets me because once I get into it and you put your feet in the concrete, you know, you make that footprint.
Yep.
You don't want to remove yourself from it because of how much it takes to find that spot, how much it takes to make yourself known, how much it takes to find that value in yourself to get to that point, and then you're finally there now, and you're doing your daily routine. All of a sudden, it turns into a daily routine, and
It's a lot easier to dance with the known demons. It's a lot easier to dance with the known demons than the ones you can't quite wrap your head around.
Yeah,
That's
yep. And that's
I think
the thing
that's
that
why
that's the one thing that gets me the most is like I find myself committed. I find myself in that routine. Because I want to, especially if you like the people, you know, if you
Yeah.
like the guys that you're working for or working with, you know, like I find myself like you almost got a dedication to them, like you know,
yeah, it's a flow. It's actually flow. Like the last fellow I worked with that I really liked, like you know how you know a motherfucker when you walk on, especially to a job site. His name's Jacob. He goes by Fishbeard on YouTube. And like day one, man, just hit that stride. And even the crews around us noticed because we're cracking jokes. I'm saying dumb shit. The work's going by like fucking water in a stream, you know?
Yep,
And it
that's the
continued
good
like
shit right
that.
there.
Yeah. And at that point, it wasn't even like going to work. It was like getting paid to hang out with a buddy. And that's like the best fucking feeling in the world. You know, you don't feel like there's any challenge you can't overcome, but that is so rare. And like, as soon as I switched crewman, it was over. I had to note the fuck out because I couldn't work with the person they put me with. Because obviously I have a strong personality.
And I've had a lot of those situations also where it's you automatically, like usually there is those people on that first day. You'll click up instantly because they they vibrate the same way you do. You're all
Kind
talking. on the
always
same
knows
fucking-
kind, man.
You're always on the same level. It's just like, I see you. I don't know you, but I see you. Let's do
Yep.
that. Let's do this real quick. Let's get it out of the way. And all of a sudden, boom, flat line. You know exactly where you're at.
Yep.
And there's no variations in the fucking theme. And I've done that a few times also. And that's one of those things when you're working in construction and working in auto shop, stuff like that. You tend to find a lot of guys that are on your level or where you're at or communicate very similarly as you do. And
Let's go back to car audio even, man. You're pulling a fucking chase of wires from the front of the car to the back of the car, and you don't even have to talk to the motherfucker in the trunk. He's already got his arm out the back seat waiting to pull that shit up through the
Yep.
panel.
Yep.
Like,
already knows. Already knows. Yep. That's one of those things, man, and that's where that comfort zone starts happening, and that's to go back to that one. That's the thing that always got me with leaving a place is like, I know I want to always try to do better. I'll always try to find something that's better,
yeah,
and to move on. Like, I mean, we were talking about this yesterday, or no, the other day. We were talking about this the other day.
yeah, we talk too much.
Yeah, with what you were doing, and it's like just kind of recognizing that spot, recognizing that position.
By the way,
And
that
then
helped. When I go in there tomorrow, that's the mentality I'm going to have. See, I had a conversation with him the other day because, I trust my friends' opinions. I fuck up too. And that's why I value my friends' opinions, because I can go, look, this is where my mind's at. And my buddies can go, yeah, you probably ought to not do that because you're just going to shoot yourself in the foot. Maybe, just maybe, you ought to dial back that pine cone toilet paper just a little bit. And
two
know?
weeks in, buddy. 2 weeks in. 2 weeks in. Let's not revolutionize the system quite yet. just
I'm still hung up. I can't say nothing because I'm freaking online. I would love to just put this out there on blast, because
yeah, don't do it. Don't make any comments.
Woosa, brother, woosa.
Yeah.
Oh, if you guys knew, you'd crack the fuck up and go, what the fuck? Because it's not just where I'm at. I know it's happening in other places, and it makes not one damn lick of fucking sense. And the only people that notice usually are too chicken shit to say anything. And me, I'm the one that's like, I'm gonna pour gas on the fire because I think I really don't need to pour gas on the fire.
Yeah, just keep the gas in the gas can until something needs some fuel. Just
don't tell
me,
just keep it in the gas can. Especially at the price of fuel these days, you keep that shit in the gas can.
We're not talking gas can. We're talking
meter that shit. Medicinal doses. Gas is at that level, man. We need medicinal doses. Don't burn the house down. Keep it warm.
This sounds a lot more like a Molotov
It's
cocktail
not
than
time
it does
about
a
the world yet.
Well, I think that's where he was. He was like at Molotov cocktail fucking levels, and it's like, no, dude.
I was at Jason Mendoza level. Man, I had a set of problems, and I threw a Molotov cocktail, and then I had a completely different set of problems.
Seriously, just rein it in. You don't need to do that yet. Give it a couple. Give it like a year, man. Give it a year. Any fucking shithole job is worth a year, and it's not a shithole job. So
what sucks is when you're trapped and you want to make it better. That's something that's not appreciated anymore either. I was raised to believe you could be anything you wanted to do. Hard work always paid off. If you tried your best, you'd be rewarded it. That's horse shit.
No. There's a follow now. There's a chart. There's a chart that you follow nowadays, and you find your section of the fucking pie, and you stay within the realms of that section of the pie. And hopefully,
that's probably why I'm bitching so much about coloring outside the lines, is because I want to take a can of spray paint and say fuck the crayons.
Yeah. Yep. And just not yet, man. Give it a couple minutes, man. Give it a couple minutes. Especially with something that you've been wanting to do and you've been wanting to get into.
Well,
And
that's the other thing. Wanting to
I've
get into
walked into
something and meeting
plenty
your
of jobs.
heroes, two different things. I put way too much expectation on something, and it does not meet reality. It's like they always say, never meet your heroes. This is a classic case of that. I walked in with an expectation, and boy, was I fucking wrong.
Well, and that's the beauty of cover. That's the beauty of that wonderful outside shield is once you break the barrier of that shield, you get to see the messy slop that's inside.
Or the
And-
cat hair on my shirt, Matt G. Sorry.
Oh, Matt G. I think.
Yeah, go look at the comment on my channel, Cosmic. It's hilarious. I loved it.
I think Matt G made a comment on the Discord that I started, and he was like, "Or you could just delete this." It's like,
Oh,
I just gave
I
him a
told you
wink.
why I didn't start one. I didn't fucking want to.
Well, we'll see where it goes. I just
Oh, it's
know
gonna be
that I know that more than one person. I know for a fact more than one person is like, it is what it is, and then they like the platform, but at the same time, there is that level in the background where it's like, seriously, is that where you guys are at? Like, just you don't have to be arrogant, man. You can live a very, very successful, humble life, and you don't have to be like, look at me, look at me, look at me. Motherfucker,
Well, yeah.
go put some Yeezys on them socks and come up in the live stream. That's what I'll say. Motherfucker, take that horse head off and go get yourself a unicorn mask, bitch. Jump up in the live stream. You don't have to be, if you want to look at yourself like you're up there, then, at least put the fucking makeup on.
I just want to say here on your live stream to those people that took what I said the wrong kind of way, you're the ones that I want to think a little freer the most, because you should never get upset about what a talking head on fucking YouTube has to say. And if you do, you're part of the problem. Sometimes the shit I put out there like that is supposed to trigger you. It's supposed to make you mad. It's supposed to make you think. Like, how in the hell is anything good ever supposed to come out of insanity? I'm just tired of the insanity. And to those
They
of you
got plenty of opportunity. They got plenty of opportunity too. They know it, and a lot of them voice it. If it's not right in the Discord, which nobody does, there's private comments all over the place, and that's one of those things. So it'll go whatever direction it goes.
Well,
It'll
one
go
of
whatever
the
direction it
newest
goes.
sayings I heard that I like the most, and I want to share this with you guys, is I don't let people rent space in my head for free. They have to earn it. And that's helped me a lot, because some of the shit that I had no control over, that I used to fixate on being an overthinker, other people's problems that literally have zero fucking bearing on my life. Like,
Consume you.
Yeah,
Consume you.
it can,
Take space. Free space.
exactly.
Giving out free space of your life, your time, your energy, your thought process on something that you cannot change, something that you have nothing to do with. I've done that shit too, and that's
It's
one
like
of those.
I can't get back. It's
That's
like
one of
none
those
us
other
can get
faults. Exactly. You ain't getting it back. Like, I can look back at how much time I've wasted on shit that ain't got nothing to do with me. Oh boy, man, am I talking about a minute count? Boy, do I got a minute count, man. That's almost when you start talking about space. Like, you stop talking about feet and miles at that point in time. You start
space,
talking about
the place
fucking
between my ears.
light years. Like, well, what's a light year? Well, go ahead, motherfucker, look it up, do the math. Like, it's you're no longer talking feet in miles. You're now talking
Yeah,
about
you're talking
fucking light
astronomical
years.
unit.
And that's where I look at it when I think about the amount of time I've wasted on other people's processes, like shit that I have nothing to do with, has nothing to do with me, and you're trying to chew on it. And
Well,
it
Fuego,
just fucking consumes.
Fuego liked to call me the spoken word, and I appreciated that, because a lot of times I'll come out of the field with something that I believe it's of value, but I don't do it for everybody else. I do it because it's something that sits well in my soul that I just want to put out there in the world. And like, it's almost instinctual. Like I'll be sitting there and I'll be up my own ass or in my own head and it hits. And I try to apply it myself. I try to practice what I preach more than anything else because there's no point in preaching if you ain't trying to practice. And I'm always trying to challenge myself to be better because I was a complete fuck up in my early life. I didn't have an instruction manual. School didn't teach me shit to fucking help me succeed. I'm obviously not completely stupid, but I sure thought I was. And because of that, pigeonholed myself, made a bunch of bad decisions, picked bad people as friends, hung out with the stupidest fucking women. I mean, my count's just as long as yours, Dave, and that's the bit of wisdom, but I just wish that wisdom would have came a little sooner. But
Oh
that's
yeah.
gonna be.
Oh yeah.
Hey,
I guarantee you. I
hey,
wish
hey,
that-
whoa. If that wisdom came sooner, you wouldn't be who you are today.
Well, we've had that talk too, but that doesn't keep me from saying I wish it would have came sooner. That's not.
Why?
Remember that talk we had about
Why?
regrets?
Hey, just think if it would have happened sooner, we might not be friends.
Good point. Fuck, that would suck.
Shit's got to be the way it is. You got to accept it.
There you go. Yeah, don't go change it because I'm freshly new to this whole friendship thing. So I definitely.
What? You ain't got friends? You ain't got friends, bro?
Oh no, I don't have no friends. I literally told everybody to fuck off.
What?
Oh yeah, like literally, I do not invite anybody to my house.
Seriously, bro.
Every single person that I
Uh,
communicate with, and God bless their souls that they tolerate me because I do not fit their profile. But my wife, her friends, her history is the only people that I go and hang out with. I have literally told everybody.
He doesn't
fuck
realize
off.
he has friends now.
No, I got no. Hey, you guys. Oh, I see what you're doing there, motherfucker. Fuck you.
Yeah, I started to get in my feelings and feel a little butthurt.
Oh, don't
He
do
was
that.
like,
We've had
he
enough
was
of
like,
that
let me
for
send
today.
you a return address, motherfucker. You ain't got no friends. I got a return address.
Hey,
Fuck nut.
hey, you like that shit? You like that shit?
Oh, you're breaking up, man. Hey, Max Headroom, you're breaking up.
I guess. What?
It was at this moment Dave knew he should shut the fuck up.
You were breaking up really, really bad, bro.
No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, bro. We just got this friendship and we're already breaking up.
All right, fine. Let me find a pen. I'll send you back the bad releases.
Oh, hey, there was no.
No,
Oh,
bro,
man.
that's the one
I
you
wish
sent to me. It stopped calling me bro.
Oh
He was
God.
like, no, I plugged it in. All the lights worked. No, they didn't. The power supply
Bro?
essentially said Alesis right on it. No, it didn't.
Bro. I didn't even I didn't even open the fucking box.
Oh my god.
Seriously, I did not open the box at all. I just fucking brought it to the post office and said I need it sent to this place, but do not put a return address.
Motherfucker, you know I talked to both of you guys before, and you know damn well I cannot wait to get the fuck over that direction. And
You know damn well that I
do this
wasn't going to
shit
say
right.
shit.
I'm talking about my history of like background, growing up, portions of my life, like spanning back for years. That's what I mean. All of them were told to fuck off. I ain't never told you to fuck off. I ain't never told you to fuck off
Oh.
ever.
It's
So.
a growth thing, man. Like I have a friend I've been friends with for over 30 years. And you know how they say,
hey, it's not. You're not talking about Rosie Palmer, are you?
no, that's the stranger. Anyway.
just wanted to take a minute to say hi.
I'm gonna have to
Damn.
get on my phone. Get on my phone and enter the live stream.
Every fucking time Hal's around, I wind up almost dying of laughter. Right? Anyway,
I so have to do this.
yeah.
Where are we at?
Now, see, that whole growth thing, Hal and I have often talked about how do you make friends as an adult. Like most people nowadays, like if you're not a bar fly or you don't go to church or you don't like the people you work with, it's kind of tough to make friends, which is one thing that this shit's cool for, because I met Hal in one of the Vega groups and my buddy Jake, and you don't think about how friendships can do something like this until they do. And that part's fucking cool. But there's a lot of fake ass motherfuckers out there too.
Hey, believe it or not, some of my greatest friends that I consider actual true friends don't even fucking live anywhere close to me.
It's like Narnia, man. I hate it.
Isn't
Which
that
reminds me,
weird?
we gotta get a hold of Scott.
That's a weird
Yeah.
fucking thing. It really is for me, because I talk to you guys more than I don't talk to anybody in this fucking city. I don't. If you're not a customer and you're not handing me money, I don't talk to anybody in this fucking city.
Well, it's like me,
And-
Caustic. I'm a popular one for people for some reason seem to like me, but 9 out of 10 times you'll find me completely by myself unless I'm hanging out with my buddies. When we went to that fucking concert, Hal, Jake, and I, that was way out of my comfort zone, dude. That was the first time I felt like myself. And
That was a fucking blast, dude. That was a
you know,
blast.
I don't like groups of people. I hate crowds. I wasn't sure I was gonna like the band, but by the end of that, man, I felt like myself more than I have in probably 20 years. And
Love
it was
it, brother.
amazing.
Shit,
it is
man.
crazy.
What,
It is crazy how that happens, because I do the same thing. Like,
there-
Leah is a public goer. Like, she loves her shows, she loves all that shit, and I hate public, because to me, my mentality always makes me think, how bad can it be?
Yep.
Who
Hal
am I
and
gonna
I was
interact-
talking about that on the hill. We were going to sit on the hill.
Who's
And then
gonna
it's
fucking
like
interact
fucking
with me,
down
and
for
who am I
approval.
gonna want to fucking punch in the fucking mouth, and then I'm gonna ruin my wife's night. That's the
My
way I
wife
always
think
look
I
at it.
wasn't arrested. Straight up, my wife called and was like, "You haven't called me. You're not in jail, are you?" I'm like, "No."
At least she's checking up on you.
Leah does
Well-
that too. She checks up on me like that all the time. Like, you're not arrested. You're still breathing. Please respond.
Well, that's the problem, because
You
it
just-
also speaks volumes for me. When your partner calls to check up on you and make sure your ass ain't arrested, that means you've done some really dumbass fucking shit and they expecting
She
that.
she knows me. She knows me.
Yeah, mine does too.
That's what I was gonna
She
say.
knows me.
You didn't do something wrong again, did you? Are you good? Okay, have a good time. I'll call you in a half hour.
Yeah, and exactly. 15. Make it 15.
No,
I don't wanna wait. I
I was
don't wanna wait
given
too
the benefit of the doubt.
Oh, no.
Generally
Oh, she knows
speaking,
me.
there's-
She knows it'll be like, it could be like I could hang up the phone. I could respond. Oh no, everything's going great. She would literally message me like 5 minutes later and be like, "How about now?
Are you sure?
How about now? Do you still have your phone? Did the cops take it? What's going on?"
yeah,
Well, it's like that time
generally-
I ran to the cops and they hit me with a car and I lost my cell phone. I had a lot of explaining to do on that one. That was a painful experience. By the way, I don't recommend ever running from the police. They will get you one way or another.
Oh no, I don't ever run from the police. If I did something, you got me. I ain't trying to run.
Stupidest fucking thing I ever did. I was taught at the right.
And I'm sitting there like, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I looked
yes,
at a
sir."
cop that knew me, dude. I looked him dead in the fucking eyes and I said, "Catch me, bitch." And they hit me with a fucking squad car in somebody's front yard. Brought me
Gotcha.
back.
Gotcha.
Cop that knows me walks up to the squad car window, has the driver roll it down, goes, "What the fuck were you thinking, Dave?" I'm like, "I wasn't." He goes, "Clearly. How's your leg?" I'm like, "It's fine." He goes, you realize what you did to get in trouble in the first place wasn't that bad, and I'd probably just let you go, right? And I said, "I wasn't thinking about that at the time." He goes,
You're
"Well, I gotta
talking
do
to me.
this really
If
fast
you're
for a
talking to
white
me, it
guy."
must be bad.
It was just a natural reflex.
I just wanted to play an aggressive
Run.
game of tag. Your
I
Heiner.
don't want it to be the arrested.
Your Heiner. Your Heiner.
Your Honor.
Yeah, the judge didn't find it as funny as I did either. But
Fuego was trying to say something. What's up, Fuego? Sorry. We
Well, I
get
was
in there.
just saying, generally, when the wife calls and checks in
Daniel.
on you, that there's typically something in the past that's put that, that question in her mind. Hey, is everything okay? 5 minutes later, you okay? What's going on? So that's my personal experience.
Yeah, she knows, and yeah, I haven't lived the most wholesome of lives. I'll say that. I'm not an exemplary version of humanity, but I have definitely evolved past that. Like I literally hit a point where it was like, and this is going back to my ex-wife and my entire upbringing and all that shit, where it literally came back to none of you motherfuckers are getting old with me. None of you motherfuckers are starting none of it. Like they all wanted to stay 18. They all wanted to stay 18. Every single fucking buddy, everybody I was around. And I hit that point, and then with everything that happened in my relationship with my ex, that really power boosted where the fuck I was going. Like, I know for a fact now, I might not want to let go of any of you motherfuckers. I might love all of you and care about you, but you either sit where you sit or you fucking move on to the next spot. And that's where I was. I was like, I'm moving on. I'm moving the fuck on. Fuck you,
you're moving up. They can
all
say
my fucking divorce papers. Literally, we went to fucking legal aid, and the fucking woman was laughing her ass off because I had brought my wife at the time, brought my wife to legal aid, paid for all the divorce paperwork. She's sitting there telling my ex, "Well, you need to get your ex-husband to sign the papers." I said, "No, I'm right here. I'll sign them right now. Can we just file them?" Like, that's the way it went. It was really that. That's the way it went. There's no denying it. It was so fucking weird. And then most of my friends growing up, like, I met her because of the friends that I had.
I'm not gonna read.
It was a unique set of circumstances, and then there was a lot of that bashing towards who I was, knowing damn well they all gave a fuck about me. And I was like, damn, y'all motherfuckers just straight flipped the script on me. So,
you know what? That's another thing that needs to be addressed. Like, I have done some really stupid fucking shit.
Wear shoes out here.
But I'm not the same person I was 20 years ago.
She's like, no. Give me a lighter. I need a lighter.
None of you guys are. You know how you fucking carry the weight of your stupid mistakes yourself throughout the rest of your life? I had to come to terms with I'm not the same motherfucker I was 20 years ago. I can do all this dumb shit, but I'm just not that motherfucker no more. I'm a motherfucker, just not that motherfucker.
Yeah. No, I definitely ain't even about that game. I'm really not. I will easily, and mostly in situations of reactionary, violent, I like if I that's something that I just really have a hard time moving forward from. I just can't evolve from that. Like, my
guys like us, our default emotions anger because we don't process pain well.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, as soon as my adrenaline starts flowing, go ahead. I'll break a bone and I'll still throw my floppy fist at your fucking face, motherfucker. Go ahead. And I
Hey,
will do
hey,
that
the way
until
I-
I'm at the hospital and everything's wearing down. And then you're like, oh shit, I caused a lot of fucking damage and my forearm really looks fucked up. Like I will still try to flip that switch in an instant. And that's what I think really bugs my wife is like, she's like, I can't even bring you out in fucking public. You always think somebody's trying to fight with you. No, I don't think they're trying to fight with me. Nobody wants to fight with me. Nobody does. Nobody wants to fight with me. And that's where my attitude
What
goes.
up?
Like, no,
What
nobody
up?
wants to
I'm
fight
nobody.
with me.
Let's do, what up?
Yeah, nobody. No,
Don't make
nobody
me,
wants to
don't
fight
make
with
me
me.
break out the nunchucks. We're crying out loud.
Nobody.
See
Now I
my,
know. Now I know
see
what
my-
this is all for. Nobody wants to fight with me. What's up, Hal?
what up? I'll meet you halfway. I'll meet you halfway.
Fast.
I'll see you in Monmouth. Hey, I'm gonna just say this one just because I was looking on Marketplace, Monmouth, Illinois. It's about halfway.
Are you
no,
looking
you're
at
up in
those
Minnesota. You're up in Minnesota. What's that?
Are you looking at that shit in Monmouth again?
No, I gave up on that one. I have faith
Did
in Jake Langford. I sent him a link. He's not joining in.
Yeah, Jake a little shy. We've got to get him on live. I think we should ambush him, Hal.
Right now.
Hey,
You guys ambush him right now.
No. We discussed this. You need to go over to his house and help him set up a live stream account.
Oh, that's right.
I was able to do it, verbally over the
since
phone,
you're out
but
here, grab me a beer.
he gonna need you
No,
to
I
actually
need-
do it.
Oh, no,
I need to get
grab
crayons
two
out.
from the
It's
freezer.
Jake.
Hey. So the way I look at it is that I may not be proud of what I done, but I'm proud of it and what it made me today.
That's a good way. That's a good
of it.
philosophy, Hal.
I'm happy I went through it and
Think
I
of it that
survived
way.
the way I did. It gives me a mentality that the dumb shit that I did do, I must have been thinking. I must have thought about what I was doing in order to not catch a 25-year case. And then on top of that, learn from what I did to never do that shit again. Because the moment that, like, there was a lot of things that I did where it was like, you do dumb shit like a street fight. I got into a fight, and in the moment,
Hey, just look at it this way. There's point in time that there's no way of avoiding it. You just have to engage.
oh no, in
Yeah.
this particular situation, I could have easily avoided it. I was driving down the road. It
What
was
happened?
in our neighborhood. Stoplight turned red, and then there was this guy who was walking across the street who I had an issue with. I literally, at the stoplight, because I had 3 other dudes in the car, I just put my car and parked and hopped out the driver's seat. Left my car at the fucking intersection and I just ran, chased the dude fucking down. I beat the fucking shit out of him, and he lost vision in his fucking eye. And that's when I was like, what the fuck did I do to him? Like, nothing that we had going on was worth that type of
No.
shit.
That's
Nothing.
always
No,
Dude,
all we were doing was literally a bunch of fucking cocks crowing in the fucking wind, trying to scream the fucking loudest. There was nothing that kid at the time did to me that afforded him to literally lose eyesight in one of his eyes for a matter of weeks.
when you're in the heat of the moment, though, you're not immediately thinking about those consequences.
Well,
like,
I
that's the
was
problem.
not thinking about it at all, and that's where I say, if you go through the dumb shit, and I hate to say it in this way, simply because I don't know him in that way and what he went through in that process of recovery, but to know that I did that to somebody, it was.
You have
It
empathy.
was fucked up. It was fucked
You-
up, and I know
That's
I don't
called
express.
empathy, Dave.
Yeah, and that's the funny thing, because I was just saying, I don't express like that empathy, and I don't express it the best way. I do process it though. I take it all fucking in, and I never did that shit to anybody ever again. Every fucking conflict I ever had with anybody after that fucking moment was, motherfucker, I will fight with you, but let's talk. Let's just fucking talk real quick. See how bad you want to do this. Because I am not afraid to get put in a fucking hospital, and I am not afraid to put you in the fucking hospital. And I was at a young age. I wasn't. I just didn't give a fuck, but I did in a weird way. Like, you try to express that. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. Fuck you. I'll fuck you up. And then that moment when that happened to that kid, because I had gotten into plenty of street fights, and it was always black eyes, fucking broken noses, bloody noses, busted lips, fucking a couple bruised fucking ribs, and fucking
It
a
is
week later
scientifically
you're fine.
proven, Dave. It's scientifically proven through psychology and biochemistry that when you're angry and you have that adrenaline dump, your capacity to feel anything else is pretty much next to nothing. Your capacity to have compassion and everything goes out the fucking window. That's why we're one generation removed from hairless or we are hairless chimps, basically. Me,
I
I'm
got
not gonna
kicked from
say
the
what
live
I'm
stream for some reason.
capable of. I don't like to talk about what I've done. I will say that I appreciate every
All of a
living.
sudden it went black. The screen
That's
went
all I'm
blank.
gonna say.
I seen you
would-
down there like waving. I was like, oh shit, he's ready to jump back in. Fine, cool.
I'm not a pacifist
Yeah.
Who knew?
by any stretch of the imagination, but I try my damnedest not to let my anger get the best of me when it comes to other people. Now, there's a giant fucking hole in my wall over here from about a week ago when I got pissed off and I lost my shit because shit was stupid, but it wasn't a person.
Yeah, and that's what I try to do mostly now. As long as I can just damage myself and damage shit that I can fix, I'm cool with it. And I don't think I've
Yeah.
ever damaged somebody.
I learned how to do drywall because I'm a fucking
I am
idiot.
almost certain in the past 25 years, I have not aggressed towards a human being in that way. I will get up in your fucking face and I'll let you know you just don't want to play this game, but I am here to play the game with you. I am a participant right now. Hands up in the air. Sign me the fuck up.
That's why I
Otherwise,
surround
just be
myself with
fucking
good people.
smart and walk the fuck away, and you
I have
be
a
over
lot
there, I'll be over here.
Dave, I have a lot less stupid to deal with the friends that I've chosen and the path that I've chosen than I ever thought possible.
I tell
That
you, if we're
brother-
talking,
Oh,
we
look
lost
at that.
that
Looks
again,
like his speaker's got a vagina.
No, you lose me. I'm still here.
Oh, what was that? Was that your face?
Yeah, it's pretty scary, isn't it?
I wish I could have got a screenshot of that because it had absolutely nothing to do with a human being.
Yeah,
it literally looked like a wall. It looked like a wall was puking out of a butthole.
yeah, it's very strange.
So for the many years that I did security, I come to realize that anytime something actually goes down, and if there's a group of people, there's concerts, you usually travel with a few people, always worry about that calm one. Unpredictable, and that fucker will hurt you. If you got a scuffle,
that's always what I did. I was
you
never
approach that calm person. Yeah, but you always approach the calm one because the hyped up one jumping around, so causing the problem. If you approach the calm one, they're going to be more reasonable. They're going to be more reasonable. Yeah, but he's going to be more reasonable, and he's going to try and calm his friend down. Now, if I approach the guy that's freaking out, and then altercation is going to actually ensue, that calm guy is going to fucking take you out.
That's usually how that goes.
So always be wary of the calm one.
That's an exact assessment.
Always.
Because I never was the one who was sitting rooster crowing like super loud at the bar trying to get in people's face. I never, if somebody rubs me the wrong way, I'll
it's
just
that
be like,
calm one that scares the shit out of you.
And then you just one or two more drinks and one or two more pokes
I'm
later.
Allowed.
It's like, damn, bro, you don't get a clue.
I'm the one.
That's
I'm
where
the
I
one.
snap. That's where I'm always the snapper. Like my wife is always
Yeah,
worried about.
I'm the calm one. I'm the one. Or no, I'm the one that is like the Chihuahua nipping at your ankles.
Yeah, it's kind of dumb, I guess. I mean, but I like the primitive nature of that because I mean, where
but that
it helps the
that's
communication.
that all.
Honestly. It really does.
Well, that also has to do with being able to read a person
Yeah,
just by
situational
their
awareness.
actions and their
Yeah.
their their actions going on.
Well, the
how
call
to
person's
communicate.
more than likely going to be the one who's actually assessing the situation and paying attention, not just sitting up in your face
Situational awareness.
talking about how badass I am, motherfucker. Fuck you. I'll fuck you up.
Yeah, but
No, you're gonna
that
be the
guy
first
freaking
one
out if
getting
he goes to
fucked
make a
up.
move. He's been jumping around. You can predict his moves. You can predict what he's going to do because he's jumping around. You know, acting a fool.
Yeah.
You can predict his movements when he's doing that. That calm guy, you can't predict shit.
No, I always try to have fun out of it, no matter what it is.
I don't like to think about it at all. I don't. I've been places where, yeah, I don't like
I
to
try
think
to
about
think
it
about
at all.
it all the time because that way, when I'm in public, I can kind of chew on what the fuck I thought about. Because I don't ever want to make my wife's night a bad night, and I'm not afraid to make my night a bad night. I just don't. It just doesn't. It doesn't link with me. I'm not afraid of jail. There's nothing about jail or prison fucking scares me.
I don't think
Somebody
about it.
talking to me in a wrong way though, man, that shit fucking drives me fucking nuts, bitch.
Dave,
Man.
Dave, hold on. Dave, didn't I tell you this, Gremlin? Who controls you? There's only me, myself, and I.
Yeah,
I know.
You let that fourth person, whoever's name they are, say something to you and make you react in a way that you normally won't do. That person had control over you.
I don't instantaneously react. And that's the thing that fucks with my wife.
I know, but I'm just saying.
I will let somebody go through all of their fucking paces. I will talk to somebody so calmly, like somebody who's being really aggressive. I'll talk to them so calmly, like, oh, I'll even apologize for shit I didn't even fucking do because I'm in a public situation.
Right?
I don't like the witnesses. I don't want
Just to
witnesses.
shut 'em up.
Motherfucker, you want to walk out back with me, then let's fucking do this shit. Whatever.
I'm a gangster, man. There ain't gonna be no witnesses.
I don't want the whole fucking crowd like, oh yeah, they were going at it for 25 minutes at least. No, I'm always like, no, dude, I apologize. Whatever happened.
Sounds like a pretty good porno. They were going at it for a good 25 minutes.
Shut up. I knew that was where it was going, man. That's why I laughed. I'm like, this is going someplace wrong.
My wife, man. That's what fucks with my wife because she'll
Someplace
see
wrong.
me like, Dave, I know you're drunk, and I'm like, no, I'm talking to him. I'm just diffusing shit, man. We don't need to be like this. We're in public. We're having a good time, and then all of a sudden, bitch, I will fuck you up. And then she's like, gotta go.
See, that's my kryptonite. Drinking is my
yank me
kryptonite.
out the door, fucking in the van, and all of a sudden, it's just what it is. But
If a
especially
lot of
if I'm
people,
drinking. Oh my god, and I'm always fucking drinking too, which is kind of
well, that's my kryptonite. Like, I'm not me after a certain level. I
you ain't
become
got shoes on.
something I was never meant to be. If I get that
somebody you don't want to know.
Exactly.
Personally.
Because
when I say that's me. That's me not wanting to know that person. Not anyone else.
All
That's
of the
me not
demons,
wanting to know
all
that
of the
person.
demon, all of the pain, all of the heartache, and none of the sense. And I have made countless mistakes dancing with that fucking devil. And I had to admit that to myself. And I'm not saying I can't drink at all. I'm saying I shouldn't. And but finding your own kryptonites, man, that is a worthwhile endeavor. If you know what your triggers are, people are a hell of a lot less capable of being able to tap dance on them and get a reaction out of you. That's helped me.
Yep.
Like there's times I just want to slap a motherfucker, but I don't. I not so much turn the other cheek, but I turn my ass cheek toward them and walk the fuck away. Now, if they approach me then, that's a different story. Like the asshole homeless guy about lit up the other day. I told him very firmly, back the fuck up. And he learned real quick that I'm a lot more serious and have a lot more VOA than he's capable of. Didn't want to do that.
That's one of the things that fucks with me because honestly, when I'm drinking, I am, and I'm not saying this is for everybody. I see exactly where you're coming from because I know plenty of people that it was not cohesive to the situation whatsoever.
That's me. I'm the guy you get a couple shots of whiskey in me.
I am more than likely, when I'm inebriated, to be far more accepting for far longer than I ever would be sober. Like when I'm sober, bitch, it's serious time. Like I'm on my wits. Like I got my wits about me. I'm thinking, and you're violating my space, and it's just that's it. Period. Point blank. I'm not gonna try to talk you out of my space. I'm not gonna try to talk you into a better situation. No, I'm gonna just react in that moment, and that's where the fucking thing is. Like going out with my wife, like she's like, I don't even know which one's worse.
That's why I don't go to bars.
She probably would say that the drinking one is worse.
I don't drink at all.
Oh no, I drink all the time.
I don't drink at all because I grew up with a family of alcoholics that fought and wanted to be friends afterwards, and there was constant drama. I didn't want to turn out like that or act like that. So
I got my dad.
Just don't care for it.
My dad.
The worst. I am more than aware of that situation. I literally.
I don't usually reveal a piece of myself. My dad is a built motherfucker and a former Marine. And when he divorced my mom, he became an alcoholic. My mom was one, right? The worst fucking feeling I ever had in my life was not once, but twice beating the holy fuck out of my dad because we did not have enough sense to not drink around each other. We perpetuated that, and I beat the fuck out of my dad. And I cried like a bitch because it hurt so fucking bad when I came to and I realized what I did. Twice. Made that mistake once. The second time, hang on. The second time, he pulled tire iron on me. I almost fucking killed him. I have a picture that we took the next day. My old lady and I, we went over there.
Yeah, don't show that.
Motherfucker pulled a tire iron on me, and I had one of my swords. I laid that fucker across his back from shoulder blade to kidney. And in that moment, had I not had enough sense to twist the blade, I would have killed my own father.
Good Lord.
I have the picture to this day so that I never make that fucking mistake again.
Yeah.
When Hal was saying something about that fucking fighting and being friends.
Yeah. My understanding was
weird.
You drink to relax and enjoy and be happy. These guys got fucking aggressive and angry and mean.
Yeah, it's a weird thing.
Yeah.
Like if you could fight with somebody and be friends and it's not a fucking reoccurring issue, that's one thing. But if it's every single fucking time, like it's almost like you could fucking tag.
I self-denied like a motherfucker.
I guarantee you, at 11:30, these motherfuckers will be fighting. The party just started at 8. Let's get the food out. Hurry up, because bam. And don't forget to make sure that there's not a whole lot of coals in the fire pit, because somebody's gonna fall in that bitch.
That's one of my other kryptonites is my ability to self-deny like a motherfucker, even when presented with evidence, because my ego gets the best of me. Like being able to look at myself in the eyes and go, "Man, you fucked up." That was a process. Be able to recognize my own stupidity.
I literally told everybody, just so you know, Hal, not you, Uncle Nobody, not you.
Uncle Nobody, yeah.
Dr. Evil and Nobody, not you guys. Fuego. But when I say I told all of my friends to fuck off, that's the reason why, because that was like the status quo.
We just went through this, man. We just went through this.
I know.
You're gonna, Goslick, you are gonna get nitpicked to death because you're one of the brothers. Get used to it. You should have seen how. You should have seen how fucking with Jake at the fair. He was running up on him, holding his hand and shit. Fucking Jakey was all uncomfortable. That fucking funny,
dude. So nuts. I'm walking next to him. His wife straggled a little bit to check something out, and I looked at her and I said, "Watch this." And she goes, "What?" I said, "I'm going to hold his hand." And she goes, "Do it." I walked up and grabbed his hand and started walking. We took like 2 steps, and he looked down at my hand, looked at me, and was like, "What the hell?"
I'd do the same shit. I really would. Honestly. That is beautiful. That is a beautiful.
Oh, it was priceless. It was priceless.
Yeah,
for him to just keep on walking like, and then realize that don't feel like a smooth hand.
Damn, bitch, did you
That hand
just
is
go
not
to
soft.
I should have asked him if he found comfort in your calluses. That's what I should have done.
Callous comfort.
Yeah.
I had a hard time. I had a hard time following you guys on these fist fight stories. You know, I grew up in a different area. You know, I grew up on a farm,
Yeah.
and we learned to how to handle and operate a firearm at a young age. So the fist fights ended in grade school, and nobody fucked with anybody in junior high or high
that's
school.
the city mentality.
Because they knew
Yeah.
they'd get shot, and that was that. I mean, there were no, but it was a small town too. You know,
Well,
3,000 people.
I learned how to shoot firearms real early on, also, and I think
Yeah, but
the common sense
Dave.
was that
He
we're gonna.
Dave.
we're
He
gonna
came from a
bust
totally
knuckles
different culture.
way before we shoot somebody.
Yeah,
I'm not
yeah.
gonna. I don't care when I learned to shoot a firearm. I think everybody knew I wasn't gonna shoot you. If anything, they probably knew
Yeah.
that I would beat your ass and then fucking wait to see you 2 weeks from now and see what your opinion is. It wasn't. I don't want to. I never had the mentality of shooting people. I just never did. I didn't ever want to wipe somebody off the face of the earth. If we can make an appropriate conclusion out of our interaction, then that would be the best case scenario. But yeah, I don't know. I guess, I mean, if you had that must have been some hardcore ass fucking woodsy shit right there. Like,
grew up on
That's
the
how a
farm.
lot of it is.
I learned how to shoot a gun when I was 3 years old, bitch. Come fuck with me.
Well, my daughter got comprehensive pistol
Motherfucker,
training
I
when
will
she turned
stop
8.
your breath.
My daughter, I gave her full comprehensive pistol training when she was 8, federal level shit. She has better trigger discipline than half the fucking open carriers I know because I trained her. And you know what she said? Daddy, I don't like guns. And I said, I respect that, but I want you to know what they are.
I don't either. I respect them. I love them. I hate them. I really do. I love them for the tool that they are. I'm a worker. I'm a craftsman. I love that shit. I'm an outdoorsy person. I love it for the tool that it is. Properly applied, yes, I love it. It's undeniable. Undeniable, beautiful force. Misused because of bitches who can't get punched in the mouth, that's when I hate them. Because they should never, ever be able to touch those fucking hands. Because you need to get punched in the mouth 3 or 4 times before your ass goes ahead and gets your hands on a gun. Because
No,
other
it's like
than
Mike
that,
Tyson said,
it's gonna be-
everybody's a badass till they get punched
you
in
know
the
how many
mouth.
motherfucking people are dead out there because of fucking bitch motherfuckers with temper tantrums?
That's what bothers me about Chicago and these kids running
can't
around
get
with auto
punched in
sears
the
and
mouth.
shit. I've seen some things, man, and these kids have no concept of the consequences of their actions. A stray bullet knows no name. And
It doesn't.
that was one of
Yeah,
the,
but so,
that was
but
the
That's
reason
that's
I-
the
social
worst part
media-
about it too. Now that
but-
you say that, that's one
but
of those
social
things that
media
really drives
fucking
me nuts.
embraces that.
I
When
know
you're
it's
talking
that
about
Social media
fucking,
embraces that type of
perpetuation
shit.
of the fuck culture. You're not gonna be a badass. It's like that no lacking challenge they had in Chicago, where they run up on you, and if you don't have a gun, you know, what the fuck is that shit? Who came up with that and said it was a good idea? Mothers are
Yeah.
losing sons, fathers are losing daughters. I mean, it's all fucking bad, and it's perpetuated by social media and the music, and it's a cultural thing. I'm gonna go ahead and say it. It's a cultural fucking thing. It's its own phenomenon. It's like jihad in fucking Saudi Arabia. You know, once it's ingrained to a certain point, how do you exercise those demons?
Well,
And-
we talk to our kids about these stupid fucking challenges all the time. Like you're not gonna post a challenge video. For one, you're gonna fail. For two, is it gonna fuck you up?
Yeah.
These, like back in the day, like, and this was, you know,
We used to challenge each other
it's a
on
work in
BMXs and
progress.
get fucked up like jumping ramps. We weren't eating fucking Tide Pods, bro.
Oh yeah, that I was literally just gonna say that. Like a couple years back, they were doing the Tide Pods. Like, who the fuck? Like,
I remember
there-
getting rocked a few times trying to out jump my buddies. So it's not
if
like we
you
didn't do
eat
stupid shit
one of
too.
my
But the
fucking
context
Tide
was different.
Pods. If you eat one of my Tide Pods, motherfucker, you better throw
Yeah.
half a load of laundry in that fucking face with it, motherfucker, and you better swish really fucking good, and you damn well better rinse twice.
What you
Fuck
got to
you.
remember,
These fucking
there were
kids are stupid.
There were people that lost their life over the ice bucket challenge, which was supposed
Yeah.
to be
Oh,
for-
the
for
respiratory issues.
charity.
The respiratory issues with the cinnamon challenge. These motherfuckers
Oh, God.
huffing spoonfuls of fucking cinnamon. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Cinnamon? And these motherfuckers are in the hospital.
If you play
What about
stupid
the-
games, you're probably gonna win stupid
Hey.
prizes. I mean,
Hey,
the hot
hey,
coffee
no,
morning
no,
play,
no,
we
no.
can't-
That's
people
exactly
have-
it,
What-
Dave. Seriously. You want to
What
play a
about
stupid
that-
game,
What's even-
you're going to win a stupid ass prize.
What's
What
even
about that
what's even
dude
more
that
ridiculous
died
about
with
these
the-
challenges? The fucked up thing about these challenges is that even though they know that this shit is happening, they continue to do it.
Yeah.
perpetuated insanity, Hal. How many
That's
times?
fucking
Even when-
ridiculous.
I guarantee you.
Oh,
the
that kid
original
almost died.
person-
Let's go do it again.
The original person that incited the idea of the challenge probably never did it.
Oh, that's true too. But that's why I hate
Oh,
clout.
true.
So
Truth.
that's why I hate
How much
people-
truth is behind that?
That's why I hate
They probably
fucking
never
people
did it.
chasing fame and clout. Like I know famous
How many
people.
fucking
They're
challenges
fucking
have you seen where
miserable.
like, hey, I'm creating a new challenge. Here it is. Stuff a Tide Pod in your mouth and chew that motherfucker up and swallow it. Or,
Oh,
hey, I'm creating a new challenge. Look at this fucking 4 tablespoons full of fucking cinnamon.
why don't we create a challenge right
You
here?
ain't seen that
Fucking be
video yet.
excellent to each other and don't do stupid shit.
Hey.
Can that be a
Challenge
challenge?
accepted.
I know.
Challenge accepted.
I try to accept the challenge. I try to be.
Love you guys.
Back at you, brother. Like I actually did a video to that effect once on my YouTube. I was like, I was frustrated. because I
Whoa,
read
Dave,
about this,
Dave.
like,
Chill.
But you said we were friends.
I had read about this. It was like an 18-month-old baby or some shit. I can't remember because I didn't want to. But it was one of those scenarios where someone had did a drive-by and they weren't even on the right block, and the innocent got killed. And I was like, I fucked up because I said a couple of things that I really meant. Like one of which is, why in the hell is it with these mass shooter pussies do we never see them shoot up anything worth a damn? They always go to a shopping mall. Go to the FBI headquarters so they can smoke your ass. Go to the Supreme Court. Go somewhere like that. And then when they get fucking smoked, let's never speak their fucking worthless ass names again because they were dumb enough to do it in the first place. Stop shooting up
Exactly.
malls and McDonald's. Stop going after innocent fucking people. If you're
but
Oh,
that-
yeah, we've had that
but-
shit happen.
but that's in-
Motherfuckers
that-
shooting
that's an
people
infamous
in the
way to do it,
drive-thru
though.
at
That's the
McDonald's.
infamous way to do it.
yeah, I'd still like to see that be a challenge, like that dipshit that got shot at FBI headquarters. I thought that was funny as fuck. You a dumb motherfucker.
You are dumb as fuck. to go do that shit. Like, I don't know where your
Stupid.
mindset was at, but boy, you was on a different level.
But it was one of those things, you know. I sat back and I questioned where did all this start? You know, I just started to see it, like in the early '90s when the attitude changed. You know, before like Columbine and shit, and now we've accepted it like as a daily thing, and that's not fucking okay.
No,
Like
it's
I'm not saying make
not.
these cocksuckers famous. I'm saying there's got to be a precedent set where we say it's not okay. You know, there's got to be actual hard consequences for this shit. That's how I feel about that. There needs to be hard consequences, man.
Well, the consequences, and that's unfortunately that's the thing that's fucked up with the courts right now because they're in this limbo of trying to prove that it's not harsh racism shit. And no matter what, unfortunately, I'm gonna say it.
That's just an excuse because it's across
Racism
the
is
board.
tagged
It's
onto
just-
so many things. Like, no, did you look at the act of the individual? Like, did you see what transpired? Did you actually follow what the motherfucker did? This isn't a racist thing. I'm not putting him in jail for 20 fucking years because he's fucking black, Hispanic, white, Mexican, no matter what it is. I'm putting him in jail for the act.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
can't fix
written
stupid if you ignore
through
it.
the
But it's
fucking
so easy. It's so easy to go to the common denominator for division because then it hides the truth. Instead of fixing a community, it's just going to perpetuate it. Like I mean,
I think we're way too far advanced. We know way too much, and we can share so much information to be so fucking stupid.
all of the black people I know of and are friends with are more scared of other black people than they are me.
And that's one of the things that a lot of the time is not, and unfortunately, it's not shared. It's not. It's just not shared in the way that they share a lot of other things. And in any way, shape, or form, attacking anybody, it's, you know, like what is the sole being of it? What is the sole purpose of it? What is the background of it? You know,
Well, the background of it was that's what happens when you allow a demographic of people to be social programmed. That's a prime
Yeah.
example of it in modern times.
yeah,
That thug culture
is.
should feed into their heads at their detriment. Meanwhile, the repercussions of which don't affect many of the other demographics. And it's just swept under the rug. And it's a fucking bummer, but that's the cold fucking truth.
It is.
And that also helps perpetuate the stereotypical hatred. When it's right there in front of you on the fucking news, day in and day out, that this is what it is, how the fuck are you not eventually just going to accept that as the status quo? But nobody's questioning that. They're just perpetuating it and calling it a victimization rather than trying to fix the problem, because there's money to be made off of stupid ideologies and standing on a soapbox rather than actually getting down, getting your fucking hands dirty and fixing the fucking problem. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, when I was young, I learned
that'd be too
something
easy.
early on. And I grew up in a town of 3,000 people, graduating class of about 100 in my high school. And it was all farmers, all loggers, no ethnic diversity at all, zero. And I realized pretty quick, if I'm going to operate in the world, I better kind of figure out what everybody else is doing. I decided to go to community college in Tacoma, Washington, which is, you know, a mix of one of the most diverse areas you could possibly pick. And boy, were my eyes open. And so I was still young, and I was glad I did so, because I didn't know anything about.
You said put it back in. I'll take it back out.
Diversities or anything.
Put it back in.
Sorry, Fuego, that just happened. I'm listening.
Sorry.
So
We're listening to you,
it
Fuego.
gave me the opportunity to learn about other people and other cultures I didn't know. You know, and I was going to community college with, you know, Asians and you know, African Americans, all sorts of people from all over, you know, backgrounds. Next to a couple of military bases, so you get a lot of people.
What's that fat boy, huh?
And for me, and this is where I try to be as aware as I can possibly be of who I'm talking to, and I try to get that background, because I speak the way I speak, and it might be a shocker when somebody says or hears me speak the way I speak. Like, I know on a couple lives, I've just busted out, this nigga over here, that nigga over there, this, you know. I don't even look at it like it's a racial insult at all, because I literally grew up.
It's part of the popular lingo. It wasn't until people started saying it was cultural appropriation, because, you know, it's like the music we listen to.
That culture is part of my fucking family. That's the way I look at it. Like, half of my family is black. Like, whether
I've got cousins
did it or not, whether we want to say it out loud or not, that's us in our own family situation. And
yeah, when you yourself are taken out of context.
Primarily black. I grew up in a neighborhood where I was one of the 2 or 3 white people in the neighborhood going to the bus stop with a bunch of black kids. I was one of those guys. So it's not like
you don't think about it until it's put in front of you, though, either. That's what pisses me off.
And that's the dumbass shit about it, because when I say it, I'm like, this is where we're at right now. Like, fucking 20 years ago,
it wasn't a thing.
It was nothing. It was nothing, because I guarantee you, if I said it in front of the wrong crew, then it's either I tell them where I'm at and I prove it, or they're gonna fold me up real quick.
I got in
Simple.
trouble once because I called it what it was, and that is, everybody. I'm going to use myself as an example. I'm prejudiced as a motherfucker. I'm not racist. If I see a group of individuals, whether they be fucking meth heads in a trailer court or bikers or whatever, that are questionable, I'm going to fucking avoid that situation. If I see
love that.
anything, and
I'm not a
everybody should
racist.
just,
I'm prejudiced as fuck, but I ain't racist because I am
well,
too.
everybody
I'm a prejudiced
is.
motherfucker
I'm
too.
I'm pretty sure I have a good friend. I'm not going to name names, but I have a good friend. I'm pretty sure if he saw a bunch of us fucking biker looking crackers sitting on the fucking sidewalk, he's not going to walk up and say, "Hi, how you doing?" We need to have that precedent when that prejudice is dumbed down, when we can get back to the, you don't think about who you're around anymore. It's not called out so much. And I'm not trying to say water down the races or anything. I'm not saying try to strike away anybody's individuality, but having that be the primary focus leads to more of the prejudice.
There's a lot more acceptance that is needed in. And the fucked up thing is that I say acceptance like we don't have acceptance in a way that, like, the fact that I even have to say that is kind of dumb when I'm actually hearing myself say it out loud. It's just let it, man. The basis is just let a motherfucker live their fucking life. Let people
Yeah.
be.
Hey,
Let people fucking
hey,
be.
my
You ain't
my
got
last name's
you ain't got a
Davis.
fucking opinion. You really don't. If it ain't an opinion about where the fuck you're living, breathing, eating, or sleeping, then don't fucking mind somebody else's business. And that's the biggest thing with me. Don't mind another motherfucker's business unless you're fucking invited to it. Mind your fucking own business. Stay in your fucking lane. And then I guarantee you a lot more motherfuckers will be doing a lot better in life
Yeah.
because you're not interacting in those manners. And if you happen to have to interact with one another, have that wholesome, we're just people mentality. Keep it right there and give them a reason or let them give you a reason to not like them. Don't just
Yeah,
Wow.
that goes back to my
don't
philosophy.
not like.
Don't sit next to
I
my
don't I don't
TP.
I don't ever want to
want
not like you. I just want to see if you give me a reason to not like you. But don't just not like. You
Well,
can't
that,
look at
that
a
comes back to don't shit
Nah,
next to
nah.
my TP and I won't burn yours down. Or like we've talked about a few times, Caustic, everybody shows their true colors eventually. It's up to
Yeah.
you to decide what clown world you want to participate in.
Yep.
Like, I know people from all
Yeah,
walks
well,
of life, all demographics, and they
yeah.
know me. I never try to be anything I'm not. I fuck up
Hey,
occasionally and I live up to expectations, but I
if
never try to be
I
something I'm not.
if I don't like a person, I'll be cordial to them, not show that dislike towards them, but I won't give them information or tell them certain things.
Oh
That's
yeah,
respect.
and that's just common courtesy.
I'll be
Just
cordial.
I'll be interactive with you.
I'll dislike you from the shadows, but when you come to my face, I'm going to be cordial to you because I don't want to be a part of any of your drama, any of your
Exactly.
bullshit that comes
Yep.
along with you.
Fucking remove that drama from your fucking life.
I try that.
Yep.
Sometimes I have to call out stupid when I see it. That's just who the fuck I am, especially if it's something particularly stupid. I have
And
to.
as I'm saying to him, yeah, that's right. I totally vibe with you because I am so bad at that because
Like some people,
I'm
it's
a
one
hair
thing to be
trigger.
cordial.
I'm a hair
It's
trigger
another.
at
It's
so many
another to
moments.
mislead them into thinking that they're your friend, and then it just perpetuates and gets more and more fucking annoying because they have a completely disoriented view on what any kind of interpersonal relationship is. If I don't like somebody, I don't want them to accidentally think I like them, but I don't want to be a complete cocksucker either because I go out of my way to not be, even though it's like a naturally occurring thing for me on accident. You know what I mean?
What about at work? What do you guys do at work when
I avoid people like the plague.
you have to work
Well,
with people?
I'm a service
and there's-
plumber, so I interact with multiple people every fucking day, and
Some are cool.
I am very
See,
polite in everything that I do. I maintain a very smooth flow with what I do. If somebody wants to, and this is the thing, we have a couple larger accounts where we deal with rental properties. So it's not
Right.
the owner. homeowners are happy as fuck
Yeah,
to see you there because
I
they're
deal with the
fixing your
homeowner
shit.
all the time.
If you're dealing with a
I
renter,
have
they
before,
are
too.
acting like you're destroying their fucking life and you just are such a waste of space and like so many bad attitudes. And I'm like, I don't get really into the conversation. But normally I would say for the most part,
Yeah.
I'm usually just 100% like fucking let's
Where
get
I'm
this
at
done.
now,
Yourself.
I'm
where
100%
I'm at now,
positive.
Well,
I'm surrounded by
see,
people.
but with my job and what I do, I've got to consult with the homeowner on a regular basis because they may change their mind on something that they had envisioned and it's not going to work out. So I got to consult and
I've
deal with them.
done what hell does, so I know for a fact.
And it's like
I did that too.
I
But where-
live by the motto that the customer is paying for something. The customer is going to get what they want because they paid for it. If they make a change, I'll have to just fucking deal with it and adjust and make it the way they want it.
Yeah, adopt.
If I just go balls to the walls and go, just do a normal fucking straight deck, and then the homeowner looks at it and goes, "Well, I don't like this. You didn't, I'm not going to go back."
Well,
So they're constantly on a daily fucking conversation about what's going on, what's going to happen, what do they think, I want their opinion so they're 100% satisfied with what they paid for,
do you
and
share
they're getting
that,
what they paid for.
Like, say you went through a process, obviously.
Oh shit! I'm about to die.
When it boils down,
My bad. Not me.
all
I
right.
got 17%.
Hell, when you're going through the process and you obviously talk to the homeowner, you got a plan in mind. You go through all your steps, make all that shit happen, and then do you look at the layout as it starts coming to life and then say to the homeowner, I've got a concern about this because when it boils down to the ultimate layout and the way the footprint looks, it really looks like this, and this could be a concern in the future as far as building forward or what you're saying.
That's just like the stairs that I just finished. I finished some stairs on Saturday. So
those were nice, by the way.
The rail posts are mounted to the side of the stairs. They're not mounted on the top. They're mounted on the side. So being that if you've ever built a set of stairs, that post gets wobbly because it's got the minimal attachment and that stringer moves. Okay.
Yeah.
So that bottom step, it's not. I built it as not a step. I built it as like a little landing where the stairs actually sat on. So the posts that attached to that were solid because the box and the frame that I made for the fucking landing is solid and can't tip.
So you look at the structural integrity, you voice your opinion on it.
He's building motherfuckers.
Yes.
I love that because that's what I used
to
do.
That's like, okay, just put it this way. Put it this way, okay?
I was looked at like a problematic individual because as shit starts to come to life and as you're putting it together and you see the footprint happening, I would bring it to light. And why the fuck are you even bringing that up to the fucking homeowner? Why would you say that? Like we had a profile. I'm like, do you see what a profile?
I don't care if there's a profile or not. Well, that's like if I didn't consult with the homeowner.
That's why I'm a plumber now and not doing
we built this. We built this deck, right? We built the deck, and if I did not consult with the homeowner, because the information that he was thinking and was thought upon was not the same as what the company put on the print. So they sent out all the wrong material.
They need their hand
so
held.
everything had to change from 2x10 to 2x12 and 1 foot on center because it was over 18 feet. When they labeled it as only 14 feet with the cant. So if I don't consult with the homeowner, the other guys because I was just there to help them. If I didn't consult and talk with the homeowner, they don't do that. They would have built that deck with the 2x10 and it would have failed inspection.
Yep, I love it. I really
You know
do.
what I'm
I hate it
consult
so
with the
much
fucking
because-
homeowner with what they want, because they're paying for something they want. They're going to get what they want, regardless.
That's how that's
It may
supposed
not.
to.
It looks good on paper, but when I build it, it doesn't work. But I got to make it work.
Nope. No, I'm a
And that's the
fucking
difference, like we were talking about, between your work and the people that say, well, it looks good from my house, and they get fucking 9, 10, 20 callbacks because they don't give a shit.
Yeah, no. I tell all my
I'm used to
homeowners that
I've done that shit
if
so many
if
fucking
I'm not
times.
pleased and satisfied with it and I don't like it, what makes me think you're gonna like it?
That's what I miss. That's the one thing I miss about
Well,
being
and the
in
bad thing
construction.
about it is that you can structurally do something like that, and it will satisfy them for a year or two, and then all of a
Mhm.
sudden, life starts happening, settling starts happening, load-bearing situations start happening,
So,
and they're like,
No,
"What the fuck?"
we
Like,
use a lot
zagging in the
of
middle.
see lately we've been using helicals. It's like a big rod with a drill bit on the end of it that
Yep.
they'll screw down about 8 feet into the ground, and then
I
the
just got my
the
battery
post
warning
base, the
back.
metal post base, huh?
I just got my battery warning.
So-
I'm going to have to exit.
Oh, so the
Thank you
post
very
base
much for
are
joining,
actually
man.
on a thread.
Let's see.
Yep,
It's actually on like a bolt.
Enjoy next week.
So if it does sink or settle, I can loosen the bolts and then twist the fucking threads, and it'll jack up and lower the deck.
Nice.
That's it.
So
Something else.
so there's a fail safe right there. And lately we've been doing a shit ton of helicals. And like I said, sometimes they'll go fucking 12 feet into the ground until they get a certain torque on their machine, at a certain back torque, before they'll stop.
Mm.
Well, yeah,
I've seen an 8-foot rod. I've seen an 8-foot rod go down. Guy add another 4-foot rod, and then he added another 4-foot rod, and he's like, "Yep, there it is."
Yeah, they got to hit a
Like,
certain
damn, dude,
resistance.
you
because
just
then
went
they know that
16
anchor
feet just to
properly.
hit that solid point to where that
Yep.
thread on the bottom of that post doesn't fucking sink or move.
Yes, sir.
So it's a really smooth system that they've been doing now.
No, that is. I'm kind of intrigued by that one. I might have to fucking play around
Yep.
with that because I'm about to put a fucking deck on my house, and I don't think
Yeah,
I have a
they're-
lot
it's called-
to
they're
worry
called-
about as far as hitting some solid ground. I really feel like at about 3-4 feet, I'm gonna be good. Because
No,
back
you-
there
you-
fucking sucks.
No,
No, it's got to be you got to be 42 inches or more, otherwise you get fucking ground movement.
Coslick, what's this?
You gotta
What's
be-
the weight bearing in this?
You got to be
deck?
below
You
the frost line.
You gonna put the hot tub
What's that?
time machine on that thing, or
No,
Oh yeah, I built. Oh, you're talking to Dave. Sorry, I was gonna say I built a fucking sweet ass gazebo with the hot tub in it.
literally where I'm sitting right now, this wall right here is the barrier wall to our 3-season hot tub room.
Oh
And
yeah,
that's not that deep
wasted
at all.
in the tub.
Yeah, that's right. So I'm gonna knock all that shit out, and I'm gonna pour a slab out outside that door, or outside the back of the house, because I like my hot tubs, and I really love them when it's snowing. I really do.
Yeah.
There's something about hitting a hot tub when it's fucking snowing that is absolutely amazing. So that's what I
So
want to do. with that
you
one.
like your women like you like your hot tub
No.
hot?
hot and wet.
Oh, no,
I'm
that's
sure you like your women like you like your hot tub.
That's
hot and
inevitable.
wet.
But no, the hot tub's getting slid out
They're not
there.
gonna ban me, are they?
No, I don't know. Let me block no. How do I block nobody?
Exactly. You can't.
But
Hey,
no,
hey,
no, I'm
you know the
just
saying.
sliding the
You know
hot
the
tub.
saying, right? You know the saying.
What's that?
Nobody's perfect, and I'm nobody. Eh. Dum-dum.
But No, we're sliding the hot tub outside. We're gonna get that on a slab. Then we're knocking a double window out of our dining room area, putting a slider in there, putting a deck up, having steps going down to a platform that's going to be a poured slab at the
Hey,
hot
hey,
tub.
I know a
and
guy.
then steps going down. Dude, you're like fucking 9,000 miles away, and I'm going to do this shit myself.
I'd drive out there for a weekend. Oh yeah.
Oh, would you? Now we got a plan.
Fuck yeah, dude.
All right. All right, we just
Shit,
got
I
to.
drove all the way down to Des Moines, Iowa for the day just to help Jake set up a fucking graduation party for his daughter, and then left.
All right, so
before the
so
party.
here's the deal. You need to talk to Jake. I'll just get him his money where he needs it. You need to grab my AT-15s. We'll talk about. Hey, do you fuck around with roofing?
and trading the CV 1800 for the A 1800. He won't let it go. He won't let him go for it. Got two CV 1800 amplifiers, and he's got two A.
Not happening.
I got one A 400. Huh?
Them amps are
I know.
fucking dope, dude.
They-
Them fuckers look. They just have a look. They just have a look. Do
Yeah.
you see them fuckers? There's
Yeah.
nothing to them.
I know. I've got an A 400.
The whole
I've got
face
an
of
A400,
it.
so I know
what they look like, dude.
Gain knob.
Yeah,
Gain
it's
knob.
beefy.
There is more
beefy.
silk screen on the front of this thing than there is functionality. There's a gain, and a power knob. That's it.
Yep.
I think they just threw the power light
Yep.
in there for stupid people. And everything else
Oh,
is
yep,
silk
it's on. The light's on.
Yeah, it's on. It's on.
It must be on. Lights on. No. That's not always true. Because I fried an amp and the power light stayed on, and everything, and it stayed on.
Oh no, I figured that one out. I looked at that because I switched out both my power switches, and I was like, oh. So it seems to be a common theme where they just solder the lead right to the fucking switch.
Yep.
So I changed
Pretty
that
much.
up a little bit, but I switched out both the power switch, and I was like, yeah. And then I'm gonna bump up all the fucking wires.
Is that like a green screen behind you?
No.
Oh, Fuego.
Me?
Is that a green
Yes.
screen behind you?
Oh.
So I was wondering. Yeah,
Yeah.
so I was wondering.
That
wondering
is-
what the heck that the box with the speakers in it. I was wondering what the hell that was.
I'll be right back in a sec.
Yeah, so that is the garage from my old house. So
Okay.
over my
pretty cool looking.
shoulder here. Over my shoulder here is a boom box. So
Oh,
boom box. The other stuff is old school Orion amps. So
there you
from
go.
the
Well, if
the
I turn my
early
phone,
90s.
if I turn my phone sideways, I can actually read it.
yeah.
Nice.
So those that's my old
Yeah.
test bench from the garage of my house that's now a
Oh, okay,
rental.
gotcha.
Most of that stuff has been transferred to my new house, and instead of being in the garage, my audio room is now in the house, which is the first time in 30 years I've ever, besides a bedroom when I was a kid, I've had my own room in a house. So I've got I don't know, it's like 12 by 13 foot room that I could dedicate 100% to audio stuff. And
Nice.
it's just cool, nice to have in the room.
And I'm
So
back.
what you saw
gotta feel
before
good.
in the background was a live screen, and then I moved around to a more comfortable chair with the
Brian?
background.
What's up,
There's
Brian?
Brian. Look at that. Fellow
It's
Pacific Northwest guy.
Yeah, you're a little more northwest than me, but still PNW.
Yep.
what's up, man?
Well, just hanging out. Thought I'd see how my new connection was working here. It seems to be working okay.
Awesome.
Oh, my old lady just got home with dinner, so I'm probably gonna have to cut out here shortly.
Microphone check 1 2 1 2.
Sounds good.
and I'm out.
Yeah. Checks in the
Well, I've been
mail.
in the background for almost 40 minutes, and Dave finally looks at the screen to let me in.
45 minutes.
Yeah, he did the same thing. He did the same thing to me.
I only got
I
4
actually had to send
screens
him a
up here,
text
and I
message to
just
say, "Hey, put
literally,
me
I
in."
went and took a piss, and I came back, and I see Brian. I was like, oh, shit, Brian.
It's all
Literally, I
right.
put my headphones on and hit join. So how's your build going, man?
It's been on hold here pretty much for the last month or so. Been doing the grandkid stuff and hanging out with the family, and we're getting ready to go on a trip down to Newport, Oregon here in a couple weeks. Go do some family time down
Down
there.
to Newport, Oregon. Where the fuck are you at?
I'm in Northeast Oregon.
Oh, okay. All right. I was like, wow. Down
Yeah,
to where the fuck are you at? Alaska?
Newport's about 5.5 hours southwest of me.
Oh yeah, I always forget them fucking states on the other side of the Mississippi is so goddamn big. them,
Yeah,
motherfuckers are huge. That's like driving through Georgia.
Newport's a chunk of the way down the coast in Oregon,
Yeah,
but it's beautiful.
it's about halfway down. It's about halfway
Oh,
between.
Nice.
I'm
Washington
sure
and
all that
California.
shit over there is pretty damn good looking.
All right, well, guys, I'm gonna go stuff my gullet full of food. So
You
Yeah,
have
have a
yourself a
good
good night, man. Good hearing
Hey.
from you.
yeah, see ya.
Can't wait to see what you post on your stuff.
Figure out how to get the hell out of here. There we go.
Bye.
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 I hear you. I hear you. Bye. But oh man,
Yeah.
sorry, I had to go.
I'm gonna check. Yeah, I'm gonna check out too, man. Take a shower and whatnot, so get ready for bed. Got to work
Yes.
tomorrow.
Time to wrap this up.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
You guys, thank you so
Good
much.
chatting with you guys.
Everybody. Brian, thanks for time.
I still want
man.
to. I still want.
RGA.
I still want to know. You know, any ideas of what happened with my amp?
I don't, man. I really want to just show up at your fucking house and see what fucking happened to your amp.
Dude, it was sounding so good. Just oh man, it was sounding really good, and all of a sudden, just like thunk, 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 zzz, zzz, zzz. Like, what the fuck? What the hell?
There. Oh man, that's
Speakers. It wasn't the subs.
the
And the amp
speakers
came
are
back
still
on?
doing good, and
Yeah.
you probably got some weird fucking control module in there that just got heated a little too fucking much.
I just don't think that the amp is capable of supplying to those subs. I know they say they say 2,000 peak, 1,000 RMS, but that's per coil supposedly. And talking with the Sherwin Vega representative over in Denmark, he said I need a bigger amp. I should be feeding them like 36,
Well, then,
straight up 3600
yeah,
watts.
it might have been one of those situations where it's just taxing the shit out of the amp that you got on it, and it's. I mean, when you were talking to me, I was like, "Damn, that seems like a good power supply."
Dude.
Seems like.
See you guys.
Yeah. Well. All right. Later.
All right, man.
Lego, nobody.
We'll talk to you later, man.
Yeah,
We'll talk to you later, brother.
See ya.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.